is very likely. Oh, there we are. Oh, what a great welcome.
Oh, hey, sorry I didn't see you there.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah, great stuff. Yeah, how are you doing, mate? Very happy to win in your next tournament today, or what?
You know, just one more one in the bank. You know, just the usual.
Yeah, that's how we know you.
Well, what happened this last game? I didn't watch.
It was Arena 2v2, as you know, free pick civilization. Both went for Aztecs and Mayans. Eddie as Aztecs went for 2TC boom, no military unit. And Miguel went for defensive castle, but didn't rewall one of his spots, only with a house. And Hart sneaked 2 villagers to go for monk, and Mangonel pushed that there. Miguel went for a second castle because the first one was misplaced, needed to cancel that castle, and lost his TC before killing a single Mangonel or knight.
Sounds good.
Yeah, so that was super entertaining.
Good stuff. So what is this whole grassDauting
I said that
late
I would
night
sub.
thing?
I am a man of my word, Kappa.
That is replacing Talk of the Empire from now on.
Say again, sorry, I just got a sub message.
Well, if you rather hear your sub messages than me, then I want to repeat it.
Okay, then I will just answer. Okay, now what was the question? Sorry.
I don't remember actually anymore.
Okay, feels bad.
Was probably not important.
Okay, sounds like you.
Yeah. Wait, let me host you. Say thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Whoops.
Wonder how many viewers I'll host you with. I'm not streaming. Let's see.
I expect 20.
20, maybe?
Maybe.
You have a host alert?
Now hosting you. It doesn't show anything, no.
What? That's bad, man.
Yeah, it does.
Okay, so what are we talking about here?
Let me just do some stuff here. Oh, that looks really better than I expected. I have like all lineups of potential teams listed up.
Oh, you made
Nations Cup
yourself?
Yeah, I'm prepared. I actually had a talk show for today, so
true.
Oh yeah, true. But that didn't happen. So let me see. It actually looks pretty solid.
Why are we questionable?
Because I can tell you about that. But do we want to directly go into Nations Cup, or do we want to talk about different stuff first?
It's your grassDaut show, so you
my grassDaut show. Okay.
You can choose the pace.
Let me. What are we doing here? So that doesn't really make sense. It's my grassDaut show. Okay. Maybe you can do some sax music before I can.
A little bit late though. I shouldn't play too much at this hour.
Okay. Because PKZ wants to sleep or what?
Actually, I think everyone's awake who's in the house, so I could potentially play, but I choose to respect the neighborhood.
Oh, the neighborhood! I thought like you were all living in like different houses.
Yeah, we do, but the sax is loud, man.
Okay, so actually the next house is hearing the saxophone?
Oh, I don't think so. I'm just saying
okay,
that so I don't have to play.
Ah, okay. Now it makes a bit more sense. So then I would say Yeah, Nations Cup was announced. Roughly 20k prize money and top 4 going to China. So that's pretty epic. But
Isn't
what?
it roughly 30k prize pool?
Ah, is it? I thought it was like 200k RMB. And isn't the exchange
almost
rate
30,000? Because when you see the prize money, there's a spoiler where you can see the US dollars as well. And I did a quick count and it was almost 30,000
RMB into USD. You're right. No, 29k. You're right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I did a mistake. You're right.
Like I would play for 20,000.
Yeah, no, not even that. Yeah. So first of all, big change from 4v4 to now 3v3. Very good for Norway, I would say, right?
Yeah, potentially. Well, it all depends on if we get Sletten back or not.
Yeah, how likely is that?
What?
How likely is that?
I would say it's pretty likely.
Okay, yeah, I think like Norway has to be a top contender then, right? Like, how good was Sletten when he played at the top?
Well, he was up, like on the old ladder, he was up at 2k4 when he was at his most active, so he definitely has like some skills, but of course he hasn't played since last Nations Cup now, so probably some rust, but you never know. Yeah, I mean he's solid, and that's pretty much what we need primarily.
Okay.
So
Sling is heavily reduced now compared to like normal, and even a bit reduced compared to the like Wars Coming or Clan Masters to Final Showdown. So that's very bad for you as well.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. Well, it was worse. It would have been worse the last time because now we have 3 more high-level players potentially. Last time we had 1 that was a little bit below the rest. So we were kind of depending on Sling them, but now it's not. We don't necessarily need Sling. I think we can do pretty well without the Sling. But of course, the whole 3v3 thing makes it so that there are way more competitive teams as well. As long as players sign up 3 and 3 and not like 5 good players in one team and stuff like that.
Yeah, we'll see about that. So next questionable team for me was actually Canada. Because who will actually be their third guy? Will they play? I have Slam and Mentalist listed here. But yeah, Hera, will he play? What will he play? How good is he on non-Arabia 1v1? Chris, didn't see him play for a month at all. How will Ra fit in again? So at the moment, I have no idea how they will team up.
Well, I mean, yeah, I think Slam will get in touch with Mentalist and these guys. I think Ra would come back for something like this. I think he likes the Nations Cup. And also Hera, since he's active again, I'm pretty sure he will be looking to be into Canada A. So honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if all 5 of them team up together. And then they have to decide who's going to play and who's active and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they will get in touch with everyone on that list.
Yeah. Anyone I missed from Canada? I don't think so, right?
I can't think of anyone, no.
Okay. Then the next questionable team will be Argentina. Like, Nikov is super active, but the rest, like River Plation and Twig are kind of active, but they weren't in like the top 4 team. It was Nikov, Juan, Gary, and who did I miss? FedEx, indeed, yeah. And I didn't see him for quite some time as well. So yeah, they have good players on paper, but I'm not sure if they will form a reasonable team there.
Well, I was speaking with FedEx the other day, and I think he might return for something like this. Well, I'm pretty sure Nikov wants to do well. I mean, if they have all their players at a good level, then they can definitely be like in the top. So I think Nikov will try to pull together Juan, Gary, FedEx. I don't know how River and Twig are in team games. I know Twig reached 2k1 or 2k2 on Google now in 1v1, but of course, team games and competition is a whole different story. I don't know about their level.
Okay. Yeah. And yeah, FedEx, it seems like he played some more games. And yeah, we missed Partin, but I think he is pretty much out, right? And he wasn't in too good terms with the other guys, if I remember that correctly.
I don't think he played too well either, the last Nations Cup.
Yeah,
if
I
my
think he
memory
got a lot of
serves me
shit.
right.
Yeah. SY sponsor is sponsoring the Nations Cup, guys. Okay, then the next team would be Austria. Obviously, they are one of the greatest benefiters of making it 3v3 instead of 4v4, because they would absolutely suck at 4v4 and are like semi-good on 3v3s there. Lyri and LB10 obviously like very solid, like Lyri at the moment top 10, LB10 I would say a good to solid 2k. Clementor, maybe someone who can reach 1800, but the fourth one, I couldn't really come up with a good fourth Austrian player.
I didn't even know LB10 and Clemens was from Austria, so
that's what I'm here for.
Yeah, I mean they're kind of outsiders, I guess. It all depends on how much practice they get together. I don't see them practicing together or preparing, so I don't know how committed they will be to this. But if they team up, of course they have opportunities to grab games from good teams if they get things. I mean, if they have some luck and some good maps and stuff like that. But yeah, I don't know Austria. The team doesn't scare me when I look at those names.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
Okay, no offense then if they're watching.
Lyri is actually in the chat. Yeah. Then let's go over to Hong Kong. They are like always coming back for big tournaments, always performing pretty well, but I haven't seen them play in quite some time now. I have no idea if they will play, if they have a team, how well they will perform. Complete random for me.
I probably, honestly, I don't see them returning. I haven't seen any of those guys for, well, probably since the last Nations Cup. So, I mean, you never know. Nations Cup is a tournament where you suddenly see old names popping up again, but it feels like these Hong Kong guys are like either everyone are playing or no one are playing, and currently no one are playing. So I don't know if they have like a Hong Kong community or Hong Kong zone or something like that.
Weren't they like kind of for the clan matches to find a showdown? They had two other POS guys like TheViper and who else?
I have no clue.
Like, wasn't TheViper
but
considered to
is Portuguese, right? So
yeah,
I wouldn't really count him as a real POZ.
Yeah. What? Remember, wasn't TheViper being considered to be a tyrant one day as well?
Yeah, he was in tyrant for a while.
What happened there?
Good question.
Oh, some drama. Okay.
No, there's no drama. I'm not even sure myself. He just kind of, I don't know, actually. I don't even know when he left or when. I mean, I guess he was when we were trying to make Tyrant B. I think we got him in then. But I don't know what happened after that, actually. There was no drama as far as I know, but you never know.
Okay. Okay, then let's see. And the next big question marks for me are the Japanese guys. Like, they had so good teams. I believe in the second to last Nations Cup, they finished like third or fourth or something. And had like 4 or 5 players all playing 2.1k team game level and had amazing team play. But after that, they completely fell down. And I couldn't even name like 4 active Japanese players at the moment.
Is Bustos and Chocobo even active? I think Chocobo plays on the Japanese zone, but Bustos he streams, right? Doesn't he? Is he the one who always streams Nomad?
I don't know, but yeah, some Chinese guys. Yeah, Japanese guys.
That's Nobru.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, then I don't know. I haven't seen these two either for a long time. I was playing a team game with some Chinese 2K players the other day. No, not Chinese, Japanese. And I don't know if it's the same guys who used to be before, but they were all around 18 to 2K level. And I asked them about Chocobo, and they said Chocobo is still active on the Japanese zone. So you never know. Maybe he pulls together a team from Japan.
I have no idea.
This was like 2 weeks ago, so I don't know.
Okay. Some Japanese are still active. Well, but like Japanese who can still compete for like top 16 is a question here. And yeah, for all of those question marks, I still can't really say enough. Like, it's still like so much unknown, and let's see how they will form and how good they will play. So now I would jump over into the tier 2 countries, which will be led by probably USA, having a.
Are we tier 1?
No, you're tier questionable.
Oh, okay.
And I made this list when it was 4v4. So,
okay.
Yeah. Tier 2 now starts with the USA, with Melkor, Feanor, Spring, and Influencer. I believe they have a pretty solid team to be a very safe pick for top 16 and maybe even jump into the top 8. Is that an option for them? Melkor, Feanor, Influencer?
Well, is Melkor, Feanor, are they counted as USA?
They played Last Nation Cup for USA, yes. They played the Last Nation Cup for USA.
Yeah,
so
but will they do it this year? I mean, don't they have like can't they play for pretty much every country in the world?
I think they have both nationalities, like Irish and USA.
Okay. Well, I mean, Spring in general, I wouldn't rely on him for team games. He's a little bit inconsistent.
Spring?
And I don't know how good Influenza is in general.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But of course, Melkor and Feanor both are very high level, so with a solid third, then USA can certainly give some teams a tough fight, for sure.
Yeah. And then the next tier 2 country will be Germany, leading with Zunirfert and all the lovely NC guys. Maybe add NC Sniper there as well. And
You're not
I believe
Jordan?
No.
Why not?
It's a waste of time, probably.
Why?
Well, I don't think that he would come back.
You don't think so?
Yeah.
Okay, you say so.
Well, I can send him a message, but unlikely, yeah. So people are asking no Anton, no Armor. Armor doesn't want to play for Team A. And Anton isn't really in our community anymore.
Well, I mean, you have a pretty solid team there, actually. Everyone is solid above 2K, and you can also throw in like Arena, for example, home maps, and put in Pedro as well. I don't know how good Pedro is on Arabia, for example, but I know he's very good on Arena.
Well, with the like nerfed wall now, he decreases quite a bit, yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, I think you guys, if you prepare home maps and strategies for those, like Forest, Arena, and stuff like that, then I think you guys can definitely as well do good.
Yeah, we didn't mention
no chance against Norway, but
let's see. Well, didn't Germany beat Brazil A last Nations Cup in the group stage? I believe. I think so. Yeah.
You did.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, but wait, I believe without me. Team? Yeah, they did trade. I believe it was some of them playing with the laptop, and it was without me. So, but it was 3-2. It was pretty crazy, but it didn't matter. Because it wasn't group stage, and it was clear that Brazil A and Germany would advance. The Nations Cup starts in roughly. Seed? I believe Germany lost 2 points against Turkey or something, or another team. So I believe Brazil still got first seed. I need to look at that bracket again.
Yeah, fair enough. I don't know. I didn't really keep too much track of other scores in the All Nations Cup.
Yeah. Togao on laptop. Yeah. So Shine has like 3 weddings during the bracket stage and end of group stage. So he did decide to not play there as well.
Okay, fair enough.
So then scrolling down further, I have Chile. And I don't know too much of them, but I believe they have at least like 4 2.1K players. and they will pretty surely form a reasonable team to kind of be guaranteed to be in the top 16, but I don't see them ever competing for like a serious top 8.
Those, I mean, most of those names seem familiar, but I've never heard of Aliocha.
I just copied some of the last Nation Cup signups. I even forgot Vaco as a teams. Yeah.
Well, Whiteport is a very good player. Monstro is good.
And I believe Katon reached 2K or something. So yeah, they are pretty strong, I would say. I wouldn't be surprised to see them in top 16. Yeah, but I mean, top 8 will be tough.
Very good. They have very like even good level, I would say. Like everyone are pretty much at the same level, but they don't have any aces to play, kind of, if you get what I mean.
Yeah.
They are just like a decent team. They don't have the X factor, you can say.
Yeah, but that's different with our next team, which is actually Czech Republic. So that's Loiser, Skull, Arrow, Exit, and Yannick. And that is 3v3. They are Arrow, Loiser, and Yannick. I believe they are pretty tough.
They have a really good team, actually. If everyone in that team was in great shape during the tournament, and also they practiced together and prepared, I think they could actually really do well, like top 8 potential.
Yeah, I think so as well. And the next team will be Russia, with Winchester, Warrior, Sticky Fingers, and Kive. So I believe they are using TeamSpeak, they will train, all of them are kind of active. Winchester not as much anymore, but
Where's Naomi?
Well, I did the list 2 days ago and no one knew of her before.
Fair enough. Yeah, I don't know, Keith, I've never heard of him, and then I saw someone was playing with him on Arena 2K1 level earlier this week. I've never heard of him before that, so I don't know, but I know the other guys. Winchester, of course, star player there, and Keith, Warrior with his YOLO Drush feudal forwards thing.
Yeah.
The thing is, I don't know his skill level. Is he good?
I only know him from NHN, and there he's like in the first lineup, and they only care about rating, so he has to have like a 2.1k, 2k-ish rating as well. I have no idea how good he really is and how well they will perform. They performed reasonably well. They were playing against VNS in my last Clash of the Hippo 3 tournament, and they looked like they could have taken it there. So it was pretty close games. Yeah, in the first round.
Yeah, well, I mean, I haven't seen Winchester doesn't seem very active these days, so I don't know how strong they would be in that case. I feel like he has to be in a great shape for them to put up a fight. You never know. I think we'll see the next couple of weeks who returns as well, and who's going to start practicing and preparing for this, because I mean it's only 2 weeks away. So
yeah. But I believe 2 weeks of qualification, and then only we go into the group stage. So to like the interesting games, we have 4 weeks left.
Yeah, does everyone have to qualify, or will there be like invites?
I think everyone has to qualify, and it will only be best of 3. So we might even see, but it will like 32 players getting through, 33 teams, I believe. Then we have a group stage, and then I believe a single elimination bracket. I didn't check it today anymore. We changed the settings so many times. So
okay.
And then I believe that's the last team that I still have a lineup of. Will be Vietnam B, actually consisting out of a lot of like even 2K2 players in their prime, and they, I believe, have a pretty good shot of annoy a lot of people. A team that I never see performing well against any really good teams, but they would perform well against any like randomly formed teams.
Yeah, I mean, Vietnamese players in general, they can always come up with some crazy stuff, and I mean, they're so unpredictable as well, right? And actually, most of these guys are decent players, so I mean, you can never rule these guys out.
Yeah, I have no idea who will play there, how well they fit together, But if they play with that lineup, I believe they have a shot even at top 8.
Ooh, that's bold. I mean, I think there's like, well, I mean, I don't know if we're gonna go over tier 1 teams as well.
Yeah,
we?
they are coming next.
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
I now have
So, I mean,
some teams left over, which were tough for me to come up with as a lineup, which are like Sweden, France, Turkey, Spain, China C,
Serbia.
and Poland. Serbia.
Dauting Eco.
Yeah, well, who is the third best player in Serbia? Like,
Good
you
question.
can't
Do
even
they have
name
a
him.
third? Is
No.
there a third Serbian player?
I'm not even sure if there's a Serbian third man.
Yeah. Is there a woman though? You can get Doubt's girlfriend to play. She can just
Or
sit there and it'll be fine.
his Shisha could play maybe.
Yeah. That'll work.
So Spain now got so much stronger with making it 3v3, I believe, with Teto.
And who's the last?
No, Memp won't play, sadly.
Damn it.
Yeah, but Proxo will play, and I think they had another third player. They didn't perform too poorly in the last Nations Cup. Turkey will come up with a random team. France will come up with a random team. Poland probably will come up with a team. And China C will just, be out of probably 3 to 4 random 2.2k guys that I've never heard of before.
How many teams can each nation send in?
I believe I didn't read that in the rules yet. I would say unlimited amount, but probably they will cap it at the last Nation Cup was capped at 4, I believe.
Yeah, well, I made a joke to limp China would enter with like 14 teams.
Yeah.
And wait, actually, he did write to me. He says there's 6 per nation.
Wow. Okay, that's a lot.
So, but honestly, I think China will have 6 competitive teams.
Oh god, that would be so bad.
No, it's not even a joke. They have that many 2K players.
Yeah, I know. And this will be so bad. Like for Germany, like they can easily lose 3-0 against China F. It sounds so bad, but that's possible. That seriously, that could seriously happen. And names that I've never seen before, and they will just swipe us off the floor.
That's not impossible, and all these Chinese teams practice a lot for this. They practice with each other, and they
will know the maps.
They're really committed to this.
Yeah. Oh god, that's so bad. Oh well, they aren't perfectly suited to them, but yeah.
Well, I haven't seen the maps, but I remember the last Nations Cup was pretty much.
No, we changed. We changed a lot. I was doing a lot of the settings, so.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So prepare for Black Forest. Yeah, we have 2 deathmatch in the finals. 2v2.
Really?
No, there's not a single deathmatch.
I got almost concerned there.
No, but very different maps. It will be Arabia every time. There's no chance for having it as a home map, and we have a very good mixed map pool, I would say. And even on Arabia, we only rarely have it like hidden picked civ. Most of the time it's like some banned civ or some like pick out of those civs and such. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
What about Mexico? Oh, that's probably a civilization or a nation that I missed. Do you know how competitive that could be?
If it was 5 years ago, I would say Cerberus and who's the other guy? There was one more.
Ape,
but they had one more that was like 2K2 that I can't remember exactly what his nick was now. But if it was 5 years ago, then Mexico would have been a good team. But yeah, I haven't seen Mexican players for a long time.
Yeah. Okay, then let's go over to tier 1 countries. Obviously, we have to name, China A, which will probably be called China A, will be SY, Paladin, Yo, Jinghua, and Xiao Chong. I fear a bit for them of not making it to the top 4. How strong do you think are they at the moment?
I think they're all the way up there. I think Yo, Paladin, and Love Cheng or Jinghua. I think together, great teamwork. They're going to be very well practiced. I think they'll be all the way up there.
Okay.
Like honestly, Lix he's a better 1v1 player than both Paladin and actually maybe not Love Cheng, but I think in team games, it's not that big of a loss. He does play really well in team games as well, of course, but for 3v3, if you give me the option of Lix or Paladin, I don't know. I don't know who I would choose. So I don't necessarily think, but I think in general, 3v3 is going to be a disadvantage for all the Chinese teams. They could have had really strong 4v4 teams, but I don't think like China A is significantly weaker than, for example, China B or China C, just because Lix left.
We'll see about that. And now coming up to, a very interesting team, China B, which will be frantic here. With Tim, Vivi, Whoop, Lux, and Happy Happy. What do you think about them?
Is that confirmed, the frantic team? I mean, the China B?
That's only predictions by me. I have no idea. Like, maybe as Weißbonder tells them you aren't allowed to play. That's all speculations here.
Yeah. Well, I guess their team would in that case be Tim, Vivi, and Lux, but Vivi is also one of those, he can play great, but he's also so goddamn inconsistent. And also he plays really weird sometimes. But of course, I mean, they're also going to be extremely practiced for an event like this. So, I don't know. I mean, it's going to be interesting to see, but I do think SY the China A are stronger than China B still.
Okay, that's interesting.
Do you disagree? Do you think China B is stronger now?
I saw the games Paladin against Jinghua, and in 1v1 I wasn't very convinced with how they played.
Well, both of them, I don't know how much Paladin has played on Blue China, but from what I heard, Jinghua's been very inactive lately. I assume both him and Yo recently returning and are going to be well practiced within the next 2 weeks.
Okay.
At least that's what I expect.
Yeah, makes sense. Okay, then let's see for the next civilizations, which will be, I have no idea how to group them up. Brazil A, Brazil B. Dogao, Fire, Rigo.
C, D, E, and
well, I didn't know about them and I don't know their names, so they probably have to be out there now that I know it. But yeah, Brazil, Dogao, Fire, Rio, Goku, FH, Miguel, Elias, Stark. I have no idea how they will form. If they form, they're kind of guaranteed for me to be top 4. But let's see how they will mix it up.
I'm pretty sure if it was 4v4, then Dogao, Fire, Ryut, and Miguel, and probably Goku as a backup would have been the team. Yeah. But with 3v3, it's completely different. They have to make a decision if they want to have like the 4 best players on one team, or if they want to have like 3 and 3 split. But I'm pretty sure Ryut and Fire will team together, and the question will just be who's going to be the last one, and I'm guessing it's going to be Dogao. But the thing is, they have like these friendships over there where it's like Ryut, Fire, and then Fire and Goku are good friends, and then you have Dogao and Miguel are good friends, and Dogao and Fire are also good friends. It's like all these 2 + 2 + 2 + 2 + 2, and you don't know who's going to be the 3 in that case.
Yeah, it's so interesting. And maybe they want to go for like 2 competitive teams and try to get both to China. That would be very interesting. Like if 6 people are endlessly motivated, I would even split the top players up and try to go and send 2 teams to China.
Yeah, but that's super risky though.
Yeah,
I would never want to split Ryut. I would say Ryut, Dogao, and Fire is their strongest team. Potentially
probably
Miguel.
I believe they aren't the biggest fan of Miguel, right? Like if I remember, I asked Fire in an interview when we were in China, who was the strongest player, non-SY, non-Tyrant, and I offered him Miguel and got huge laughter. Like nearly, how can you even come up with such a crazy idea of Miguel being near top 20 in the world?
It's like if someone says to me that Doubt is the best, I would laugh, because it's just banter.
Okay.
They don't view Miguel as a bad player or anything like that, but yeah, I think Dogao, Fire, Ryut will probably be their A team, and then they might put Goku or Miguel as well on that team. I'm not sure though. But yeah, we'll see. I think the fact that it's 3v3 changes a lot even for their plans. They probably had a plan already with 44 teams. And yeah, I'm not sure how they're gonna do it now.
Well, we'll see. And then obviously the always existing Vietnam A. Well, we'll just be back to cool ACM in yellow. Always a contender for top 4, but honestly, they failed so much. I see them having great potential again, and then failing and being like the 5th or 6th team, which closely not gets to China.
Didn't they beat Brazil A last year or last time?
Yeah, I believe so. But
and what position did they get then?
I only know for the Clan Masters, the final showdown, they got 3rd.
But Nations Cup.
Nations Cup.
Was it Clan Masters they beat? No, it was Nation. They beat Brazil A in Nations Cup, did they not?
Maybe. Yeah.
I think they did well in Nations Cup as well.
Yeah, they beat China and Brazil.
What was the final? Yeah. Was it Canada and China? In the final
Canada and China, yeah. And the night before WSVG, right? Yeah, it was China against Canada. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Well, VNS. I mean, they have. I think they're also, yeah, like you said, they have a lot of potential, but they always mess up. But I mean, they're also, I think they suffer a little bit of that inconsistency. Maybe they get nervous during important games and stuff like that. But I mean, skill level wise, if they are well practiced, then they have a top 4 contender for sure.
Yeah, it's getting pretty tight there. 4 teams at the top. That would be interesting. Yeah, and now a team which I think suffers kind of the most from making it from 33 from 44 to 33 are Finland.
Think they suffer because of that?
Yeah, I felt like Roomstock Pike, both are pretty solid additions, great teamwork. The 4v4 is so convincing of them. I felt like in 4v4 I would have had them absolutely on top there. Now on 3v3, yeah, they might be a bit stronger when it comes to rating, but in real performance, coming up with strategy and no one Titanicing in a 4v4, I would have felt like Finland are super strong.
Yeah, I agree. They have great team play when they play together. But yeah, I mean, team play is, I feel like it's almost going to be more important in 3v3. Because it's not like in 4v4, it's usually like 2x 2v2s. In 3v3, it's so important to have good teamwork because the pocket will have to play on both sides. So you never know. Maybe 3v3 suddenly turns out benefiting them because of their great teamwork. It's gonna be interesting to see.
Yeah, maybe. I'm so curious and pretty excited to see how all this will play out. And in the end, do you want to give me some very vague predictions, obviously, of who do you think will go to China? Who are the top 4 for you at the moment?
Is the LAN confirmed, by the way? I know it says dates if there is a LAN, so I don't know, is it confirmed or not?
I have no idea. I just had too many people talking to me. Are you going? What are you doing? Like other people already telling me I will go. I'm glad to meet you there. And so I think it's not confirmed yet. The date, if it happens, is confirmed. But if it happens, that's a question.
Okay. Well, I'm not gonna say Norway top 4, but we have. I mean, if Sletten comes back and he plays well, then we have ambitions, of course. I would love to go to China again. I might even go anyway and bring that with me and we'll cast the finals or something. I don't know. Would be fun. But anyway, so do you want to hit like top 4 teams or what type of predictions?
Top 8 or something. What do you think? Did I blow up something? Like, who do you think I missed? Who do you think is very strong?
Well, I don't think we really missed any teams, but I definitely think I mean, I would pretty much guarantee that there will be one Chinese team at least in the top 4. Potentially 2, but at least 1.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, it's so open for the rest spots, right? Brazil, of course. I'm pretty sure Riot will come back and be in great shape for this as well. So I think Brazil has great chance. I would say 1 Chinese team, 1 Brazil team. Now it gets hard. Canada? No, I don't know. Canada, kind of, it's super tricky to say as well because you don't know if Chris is coming back. You don't know if Hera. I mean, some other players are inactive as well, right? So I would not put Canada out there. I think VNS will practice a lot and be in great shape for this. So VNS, probably. Okay, that's gonna help me that you're making the tier 1 list bigger.
I can show you tier
Okay,
1
I'm gonna
again.
say 1 Chinese team, 1 Brazil team, VNSA, and another Brazilian or Chinese team.
Okay.
Actually, no, not a second Brazilian team. I think 2 Chinese teams, Brazil A and VNSA.
Would be good for back T.
Yeah, that's what I think from this. I don't know though. My opinion might change over the next couple of weeks and as the
Okay,
rounds.
so no Finland for you?
No.
Okay.
What's your prediction? It's not easy.
I feel like a lot of teams can really F up because it's so. Isn't it like single elimination or is it double elimination now?
I'm pretty sure it was double elimination.
It was double elimination.
Did they change it? Like the last time I read it, it was double elimination.
Like 2 days ago was double elimination. Maybe it's now single elimination. Maybe in the chat someone can tell us a bit more.
It does say, I'm reading the rules now, it does say Gold League knockout stage brackets as well. So, I mean,
Okay.
double elimination after it. So I assume it's double elimination still.
Okay. So then the big question marks are still Argentina, Canada, Norway. Okay, double elimination. That makes sense. I believe we can see huge fails happening. So Brazil A can still fail miserably. I believe VNS can fail miserably. I believe Finland
So every team
can simply go down. No, I believe, for example, China A will like never lose against a top like a tier 2 team. Like I believe China A will never lose against Czech, for example, but I can see Brazil lose to Czech.
I would honestly say the other way around. I think Brazil would play better against a tier 2 team, while Chinese are more likely to miss. Actually, maybe not. I don't know. It's hard. But
It's
okay,
so tricky, yeah.
Yeah, it's really tricky. I think the like a Brazilian team. I think they are better with just the meta, and I think actually I don't know if the Czech team would play according to meta. I don't know. Anyways, go on. It's really hard.
Yeah, it's super hard. So, did you take a look at the map pool?
I did not, but I can do that.
Yeah,
Wait, did you give your top 4? You haven't given your top 4 yet, huh?
Okay, so then I will give my top 4.
Yeah, I like what chat says. Germany can fail miserably too, yeah.
Well, I believe the goal of Germany is to get top 16. Yeah, and I can fail on that, yeah. How many
teams is there in the group stage? Is it
32? I believe 32.
32, okay.
Yeah, I believe so.
Just copying my prediction. Just
so I will go with
my roommate for one night. Yeah, go on. Take your time.
I am.
guess I should bring up my saxophone again.
China A, Brazil A.
Yes. Fair enough.
Vietnam A.
Copying me so far. Yeah.
Yeah, and if I say China B, it's like yeah, but then that's how I listed the teams, so that's not like too surprising. Yeah. I only have to count out Finland out of the top 6 teams that I created. So, yeah. So probably like if it was 4v4, I would say probably I would include Finland.
Well, 4v4 would change everything. Then there wouldn't be 2 Chinese teams again. So.
No, there would be 2 Chinese teams.
Yeah, but there wouldn't be like 2. I wouldn't put 2 Chinese teams in top 4 in that case.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, and Brazil wouldn't have a B team. Yeah, so Brazil B, I think will have no chances. Maybe Finland will beat VNS. That's seriously something that could happen.
Yeah, maybe Norway will beat VNS A.
I think Norway can beat any team which aren't prepared against you.
Aye.
I think like
don't hype us up here. We're trying to stay low.
No, like seriously, I believe that. Let me take a look. Finland will play better against you than China B, for example. Because I think they will anticipate your strategy so much better.
That might be, but I always feel at an advantage against lower ping teams. I feel like I can outplay opponents so much better when there's low ping. So
then I will
think, like,
get my 56k modem out again in our next 1v1.
Yeah, but like I prefer to play against Finland than Chinese B for like Norway, for example, just because of their low ping.
Yeah, I can see that.
And I also think like the low ping micro is more important as well. And I think both me and MBL have better micro than every Finland player. So like potentially, I mean, I don't know. It would be fun. I think Norway against Finland would actually be a real fun match in 3v3.
Yeah. Interesting stuff. So I wanted to look over the maps, right? SMB did an amazing job and so many different stuff was changed. And for example, let me take a look. Where's the map guide over here?
Is there a map guide? Do they have it this year?
Yes. So we will have... Okay, that will be interesting now if I can scroll through that. And take a look how that works here.
Okay, cool.
So we will have Arabia, not as a home map. Ponds are smaller. Okay,
where are you reading now? Does that say in the...
I'm reading this list. I did write it to you on Skype again.
Okay. Like I'm reading the map guide, but I don't see anything. Oh, it's the same topic. Where are you reading this about Arabia?
Just a bit smaller. It says NC Arabia 17.
Oh, you're down there, okay.
Yeah. So Arabia basically kept the same way. Makes total sense to me, right?
Mm-hmm. That's fine. And I think that making the pond smaller is good as well. We'll remove some RNG.
Yeah, okay. Land nomad, pretty much the same. Not a big fan. I would have had the walls smaller, the wood smaller, because it just gets into late Imperial Age. But I believe SY main sponsor wanted to have it included.
Okay.
And
well, the thing with Nomad is one team can have completely messed up trade for late game. That can really suck.
Yeah.
But in general, yeah, I don't know. Land Nomad.
I'm not a big fan.
I used to like it a lot, but we played it so much in tournaments over the last couple of years.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people are slowly getting tired of it. But I mean, I understand a lot of people still like to watch it.
Yeah, at least I believe it will be a lot of team random as well. Like no hidden pick free tips.
That's good.
Yeah, so Arena was changed so that the gold is a bit better, and I believe trade lines are easier this time.
Well, it says
So-
neutral mines removed, so I guess there's no extra mines outside of every mine assigned to a player. There will be no extra gold or extra stone, right? And just added tiles to their actual resources that belong to you.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
That's
Yeah,
what it
okay.
says, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I like this, I believe.
Yeah.
More
I do as
resources.
well.
Yeah.
Less RNG, pretty much.
Yeah. Microphone, I feel can be a bit unfair, but I think it can create a lot of very good maps.
I honestly don't remember how it looks like.
A bit like a Pokeball. Like both sides have their lands. Then you can go via Shorefish to a middle island and via Shorefish to the outside. A bit like
okay.
a mixture of like Scandinavia and Highlands with a small island in the middle, but without big resources. So
does everyone have like a decentering isle they start on?
No. You're starting on the mainland.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Baltic, no
sure,
significant changes. Migration, amazing job by SMB. Way better distribution of the land in the middle. You can build TCs, normal resources. Everyone has a reasonable island and fair fish. I think migration will be so much better now on this version.
Well, that's great for a team game. I mean, migration is one of those maps where that could be super, super unfair. So I'm happy that they made changes to that.
Yeah. I'm super, super happy with that. Bedouins more like better distribution of the civs, but I felt like Bedouins was pretty fair before that. Mongolia, I did post like 4 times that I don't want to include this map, but they stayed with it. And it is better than before, way less cliffs, but I still don't see the benefit of still having it in the map pool.
Is it just as a home map though, right? Not as a set map, it's just a home map, right?
Mongolia? Maybe, yeah.
I don't see any team ever picking that as a home map anyway.
Okay. Well, I think it's a good choice for Arabia teams.
Potential. I mean, I don't know how much of the cliffs are removed, so
a lot.
We'll
like
see.
it's way more open. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
I would say like
it's like
a third of the cliffs from before.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, it's just like pretty much a little bit more cliffy Arabia, as you say.
Yeah, something like that. Black Forest, there was nothing changed. I believe there was something changed. It's a bit weird that they don't say anything.
Remove all pawns from Black Forest, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, that would be a good change. And I believe they now opened like remove wood from the side so that you can always trade from the edge to the edge of the map.
Okay. Well, honestly, Black Forest, they should remove both extra boars and pawns completely, in my opinion.
I believe it's now really open testing of all maps. So if you want to, you can still write all your comments in there. And I believe like 20 people already replied to be map testers. So
okay.
I think they will do a lot for that. Yeah.
Well, we have 240 people here. Everyone go write exactly what me and Nilford say here.
Indeed. And Nomad, so much better now as well. No more 3 patches of boars. So much more distributed 1 boars and a lot of like 4-tile deers all around the map. So you have a much more even start overall. I believe it's the last version I tested didn't have enough food, so water was a bit too important for my taste. But I think it's going into a way better direction than it was before.
Well, it's hard to make it worse. Nomad is the same like with migration. It can be so unfair. So it's good that they're at least making changes to this. So there will be no... Like, ideally, you don't have any games that are decided purely by the map. And Nomad is one of those that used to have like that, and also Migration, for example. So I mean, it seems like they're making the right. I mean, heading the right direction at least.
Well, need to blow my nose. So
Yeah,
Oasis, I think you cannot access the water as easily anymore. And Chaos Piss actually has a very big change here, because you can now kind of team wall in the middle. You have some trees in the middle now. And this is like not as Chaos Pittish anymore as before, but allows you to control the game a bit more, I would say.
Okay. Well, I actually kind of liked the way Chaos Pit was before, so I'm not sure how these changes are.
Yeah.
We'll see though. We'll see though.
Yeah. Continental, I believe they had some.
Why does it say no
small-
significant? Oh, yeah, no significant. So they still made small changes, even though they say no significant
Yeah.
changes.
What was the changes for Continental? I don't know
Hopefully,
anymore.
more evenly distributed fish. I mean, Continental as well can be very advantageous for one side.
I believe that's for all the maps as well. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Tell me your thought on Rooster, please.
Rooster. Actually, Rooster is I haven't come across a Rooster map, to my opinion, that has been really unfair for both sides, for either side. So I don't see what exactly would change about that. You have the middle and you have the sides. I mean, outside and the ring with land. So I don't know. Why do I guess there's something here, since you want to hear my opinion?
I feel like it's a super one-dimensional map. And
Oh yeah, I mean, but it's the way the map is.
Yeah,
You can say the same with Black Forest or Arena, or
I believe Arena is so much more versatile than Rooster.
I'm just meaning, like, you can always take a map and say that it's more like this than this.
Yeah, and we shouldn't take those maps.
Yeah, but
wasn't there a map like in the first round last year which only had like only water in the middle? How was it called again?
Oh yeah, I remember. I don't remember the name, but I remember the map you're talking about. Yeah, it was just Rush War, and like whoever won the water pretty much had the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, in team game it's a little bit different. It's both outside water and the middle water. Ancient Lake, yeah, but on Rooster you have the middle, center water, and you also have the outside water, and I think it's a little bit more tricky. I mean, I think it's very important to have a good team strategy in that map. I don't think it's as one-dimensional as you might say, but of course, it's a very water-dominated map, so to say.
Yeah, well, the Rex were better than I expected, but I still felt like it needed changes.
Like what type of changes now?
Maybe bigger passings.
More land, in other words.
Yeah, more land. Maybe some shallows, so that you connect outside with inside.
But that's like one of the charms with the map, that there is one outside and one inside, and they're not connected.
Yeah, probably. Well, maybe it's just a personal taste. All the other guys like it more than me, so yeah.
Yeah, I like Rooster. I like that there's different options and different strategies to go for there. You can choose a fast Imperial on the side. You can go 3 guys in the middle, 2 guys in the middle, even 1 guy in the middle, and the rest go outside. And it's like you always have to make these decisions. And if you sacrifice the center to control the outside, then you're suddenly vulnerable to landings in the middle, and the other way around, you know? So, I mean, I like the fact that there's a lot of different choices, kind of, for which way your team want to play it. But at the same time, you have to go water, pretty much. So I understand that you say it as somewhat one-dimensional, but yeah. I like it.
Yeah. Okay, Cross, a map I like a lot. Scandinavia, would have loved to see less wood.
Well, I mean, as long as they remove the ice that they say they have, that's all I need. The ice
Okay.
could be really unfair, so that's removed, and I'm happy about that. Regarding forests, I don't think it's too bad.
I
Same,
feel
say
like
the same about Black Forest.
yeah, I could. Scandinavia feels like Crossrocks with easier walls, and I feel like it's twice the same map. So yeah,
Like what?
Crossrocks.
What map?
Crossrocks. Yeah, I'm not
Never
sure.
heard
Can
of.
we see it? Yeah, it will come later.
Okay.
Yeah, but you saw it. You played it before. I believe you lost it against VNS with Tyrant. Yeah, you lost it with
Well,
VNS
just
against
the reason I
Tyrant.
don't remember it then.
Yeah, it was Slam crushing, actually winning 2v1 outside, and you still lost the Marion Sling. It was
Grassrocks?
yeah. I know the map, you know the map, you just don't know what it looks like
I'm
now.
gonna see if I can find it. Grassrocks. Go on. I'm just googling in the background.
Maybe you find it Clan Masters Final Showdown. I believe it was. I'll look it up for you as well.
No, it's fine. I'll look at it another time. No worries. Go on.
Okay. So Shallow Web looks epic. I will love that map, and we'll have it in a lot of my Hippo tournaments in the future. Like land based in the middle and shallows in the outside. Impossible to wall action map. Love it.
It reminds me, wasn't there another map that was very dominated by shallows? So you could have water and knights all over the map.
No, there's no spot of there's no spot for building docks.
Oh, on shallow web?
Yeah, I believe so.
Oh, you can't go water?
No.
Okay, cool. So it's a little bit like what's the name? Hippo's Belly, was it?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah,
Okay.
indeed. But
cool.
yeah, like everyone is connected to the mainland in the middle.
All right.
Regicide Fortress, pretty standard maps. Cliffs removed to just get the trade better.
Okay.
Yeah. Ghost Lake, not sure if we need it in the map pool, but yeah, probably the Arabia players want to have it.
I like Ghost Lake. It's cool.
Yeah, but what's the benefit of having Ghost Lake instead of Arabia? Like, we already have Arabia.
Yeah, so that we don't already have Ghost Lake. So there you go. Oh, well, Ghost Lake is a little bit different with can't build in the middle and a little bit easier to wall and stuff. So I do like Ghost Lake.
Okay. Yeah, I can see the argument for it, so I don't want to get too picky here. Okay, then we have Team Islands. Still the main issue is the pocket player spawning way too far away from the middle sometimes, and we have no idea how to solve that.
Yeah. Well, another thing also, the sizes of the islands. I don't know if... I guess there's nothing done there, but sometimes one side can have a much bigger island and much more wood. But it's not that often or frequent. It's usually not game deciding. But yeah, I agree with that. With the pocket spawning behind, then you're suddenly so limited. You're kind of being forced to do a backdock or something, even if your team strategy was to go front. So not ideal.
Yeah, I'm not sure how to solve that.
Remove the map from the map pool. Simple.
Yeah, a lot of it's provided a lot of great games in the past.
Yeah. But that's a map that's very one-dimensional.
Yeah, as well. Yeah, true. I did send you another link. Game 6 is Grossrocks. I found the series you against VNS. Okay, Golden Crater, Golden Hill. I love Golden Hill. Golden Crater will be pretty interesting as well. Team Acropolis is great. Twin Puddles. Any thoughts on those maps?
Golden Crater, how is that? Is it just like gold in the middle and down a crater, or what?
Like, yeah, it's compared a bit to Reverse Gold Rush.
Is it like golden pit on HD, pretty much?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I like that. Team Acropolis as well. I really like that map. Golden Hill, I guess that's like Gold Rush.
What
I think we played that.
What do you think is the best strategy to play like Team Acropolis 4v4?
Why would I tell you, Mr. Germany A captain?
I was just thinking about like, wouldn't it be a good idea to send like 3 villagers forward and try to build a team wall but never finish it and let all the enemy knights in? That's what I felt is always the best strategy on that map.
To wall the center or wall off the enemies?
Like to wall in the center, like the whole map, Team Acropolis, towards the middle. But
Acropolis.
Yeah, but never actually finish that wall. No. But never actually finishing that wall. Wouldn't that be good? Very good?
No comment.
Okay, and get all the Grayton maybe.
I gotta think about that now.
Okay, let's continue. Crossrocks. Now you know the map. I believe pretty fun to see. 2 rivers. It's a super weird map, and I believe it's a good one. And Doubt really carried you there in your China finals on that map.
The thing is with this Grassrocks now, right?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Was it the wait? Let me just double check that it's this map that you said. Game 6 was it?
Yeah, it was game 6.
2 Scandinavia lakes at the end, kind of, right?
Yeah.
Okay. The thing that makes this tricky is if like both of you spawn with your forest at your back, then there's like, do you fight on both sides of the water or do everyone dock on the same side? And like there's a lot of decisions to make on that part.
Yeah.
And then you can also spawn where everyone has water in their back and it's like completely safe from the enemy. So very, very, very interesting map indeed. I do like it.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of it as well. And it's very open for like walling was pretty tough on that one as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Hideout. What do you think about this map in the 4v4?
Wait, first, the 2 rivers one. They should really fix that. Sometimes the river was like all the way to the map edge, so there was like the map was like the water went all the way to the map, so you couldn't walk across the water, right? And sometimes there were land at the edge instead of water, so the river was shorter. They really should fix it so the rivers are equal on both ends. If it's the map I'm thinking about.
Yeah, sounds like it. I didn't see that.
Because I remember we had 1 or 2 games where we got really messed up because of how our lake was all the way, so it like blocked off one of our teammates, and it wasn't even shallows. And then we looked at the map after the game, and the other team had like perfect smaller river where it wasn't blocking anything or anything like that. So really hope we avoid those types of maps.
Okay. Yeah, give your feedback to SMB about that as well. He's really, up for some feedback and did include like everything I said, except like taking out some maps. Yeah.
So he's the one doing all the changes to the maps, SMB?
At the moment, yes. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so then your thought about Hideout in a 3v3.
Is it Hideout on Woobly has no walls, right? It's open.
I believe so as well.
Walls.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not 100% sure what version they're using. I believe it's. I didn't even look at that. I believe it's without walls.
Okay. Well, it's really interesting because I mean, do the flanks just wall off the sides, or and the pocket could potentially even sling on a map like that? So I'm not sure actually, and also like you always have the option to cut the middle, right? So Hideout is going to be a really, really tricky map, both to decide civ zone and also how to play it out. So I like these types of maps where you actually have to think. So that's going to be interesting.
Okay. Okay, then islands, nothing too special. It's a bit more fair islands. I believe the gold island is now always in the middle.
That's good.
And so, not a big fan of islands, but I can see why you want to have it. At least we don't have like Caribbean and islands both in the map pool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yucatan, way less wood, so trade routes are like way more fair. I believe it's a good change as well.
Water and forest adjusted to make it more open and fair map. Okay, well, I mean, you always have to open that in the editor and see before you make calls about such maps like Yucatan. It's a very unique map in many ways, with all the rivers and all the hunt and everything. So we'll see. But I like Yucatan as a map. Fun map to play. What is the windmill map? I've never heard about that before.
You saw it before, I believe. It's basically I would say rivers, but all water around you and bigger rivers. Or you could tell like islands and everyone is connected with one passing of shallow.
Oh, have they used it in a Chinese game before? I think I watched Tim's stream while I was sick in China and I was watching Tim's stream. I think actually they might play this game. Dude, I watched Tim's stream without lag or anything. It was super smooth. It was awesome.
Okay.
So
yeah. I never had that pleasure.
Yeah. But outside of that, I think they actually played this map in that game. I remember Tim beat Yo in that map. So I think it was that map because it sounds like it, where the rivers were connected by shallow. I mean, the islands were connected by shallows, and there was also a center island.
Yeah.
Sounds familiar. Wait, wood in the corners. I didn't know that though.
Wood in the corners?
In the middle, and islands with wood in the corners. That I did not notice.
Okay. No, I don't know. Well, yeah, we will see.
Though.
Okay. Anything more you want to address to the Nations Cup?
I mean, I haven't gone through the rules properly yet, so I can't really tell. How big was the nerf to the slinging again?
It's the one I suggested to you. We made that one then. So increase like 30% base tax to now 40%. And in Imperial Age, you can research coinage, but no banking. So it's 80% in Imp.
Okay.
Like or like 60% are coming through in Feudal Age, Castle Age, and 80% are coming through in Imperial Age.
Yep. Okay. I mean, I don't think there will be... Well, that's actually interesting, though. It means that even in Imperial Age, you'll always lose resources by sending them.
Yeah. That's what I came up with. Like, we always had the feeling like, okay, in the end, it must be 100%, but... why?
Yeah. Well, it's going to be interesting. I still think with these, I highly doubt there will be any, like, very... I mean, I think there will be very few sling attempts. There might still be some of the teams with one much weaker player compared to their best player, you know? So they might try something slinging, but I don't think any higher level teams will be doing anything of slinging.
Yeah.
With the way these settings are.
And some changes when it comes to the walls. Thinking about all the changes that HD was actually doing. So HP from Palisade walls being heavily reduced here. And We have them from 250 to 200. Build time from 5 to 6. 50% higher cost. Stone walls much weaker in feudal age. And I believe fortified walls are weaker. Oh no, fortified walls stay at 3,000. I thought we made them weaker as well. But longer to build.
I mean, fortified walls, if you have fortified walls, then it's a game that's probably post-Imperial, most likely. And fortified walls also go down pretty quick in post-Imperial age.
Okay, yeah. Maybe if stone walls and castle at 1.2 or something, but yeah, that could be too confusing. Yeah. Yeah, looks all reasonable.
Yeah, changes are good.
Yeah, I think so as well. And yeah, so necessary. Like, we saw so much team walling and slinging.
Yeah.
That we need to change that for sure.
Yeah, this will be... I also really like that it's 3v3. Not only because it benefits Norway, but I think scheduling in general will be super smooth compared to last time. Also, I mean, already you can see the tournament is supposed to end late August if everything goes to plan. And that is if there's not a LAN. And that's like, what, a little bit over 2 months. And that's incredible for such a big tournament.
Yeah, there was a big goal of Limp as well. Like, he is the main head behind everything on like our non-Chinese side, and he didn't want to go for a super long tournament and really didn't want to make it like a big 16-team double elimination. Actually, it went now for it, but shorter group stage, and I believe it's in a reasonable range now.
Yeah, I mean, it's very good because also, on top of all the scheduling being easier and stuff, I mean, there will be more competitive teams as well. And also, I mean, the admin work that goes into this for all the staff and the people behind the scenes, there's so much work, you know. So the shorter the tournament is, the better it's going to be for them as well. I know they were really tired after the last tournament. Clan Masters, for example, so much work.
Yeah.
They put in so many hours sitting, even being like available during the games, so they can make admin decisions and stuff like that. So pretty insane. I'm really happy that they're making this short and intense. Rather, it's much better.
Yeah, it's incredible what they're doing. Like, Numino in the chat, very active. He did all the last Nations Cup, was incredible. Limp doing the same thing again. Hillan doing a huge amount on the Chinese side. It's just incredible.
Yeah, I mean, these guys as well. They're not the guys who get the attention either, because they're not the casters, they're not the streamers, they're not the players. But they spend more time than anyone.
Yeah, and I tried to do interview with them for Woobly Official, and they were just too shy to take the camera time and really tell them what they're doing. And that's a big problem. I believe that might be one of the problems of some of the organizers. Like, they want to do like work for everyone and want to be like the giving guys, but they never get thanked for all the work they're doing, and that can be very unfulfilling. And I believe that's very bad for some of the people in the ASC community.
I agree.
Yeah. Interesting. So, tournament idea of mine. Tell me your thoughts. I know that you didn't like Elimination of the Hippo 1, but I have Elimination of the Hippo 2 as an idea.
Okay. Fire away.
So, Regicide, 8 players FFA, starting in Castle Age. If you lose your king, you're eliminated. All the other guys will start a new game, and the king sniper gets $40.
So you reward being the one killing the king.
Yeah.
And they still advance. Interesting. So if I think that I'm losing, I'm just going to make a deal with Doubt, where I give my king to him and we share the $40.
Yeah, indeed.
Sounds good.
But if Teto's coming in with 4 mango dice and sniping your king before that,
Yeah.
you will get the $40 and you're out. Or you could just
Oh, but
tell
it
like
sounds interesting.
Doubt, kill another king, and we can both still continue to play.
Yeah. No, that actually sounds pretty fun.
I believe I will
might
do
play
that
that.
next Saturday.
Next Saturday? Oh, sorry, I can't.
Feels bad, man.
Oh, we'll see. We'll see. Maybe I'll play.
Okay. So what else do I want to ask? Okay, you already answered that question in the forum, but that was a big question. Casting live games versus record games. I know on a player, that will be... Yeah, you prefer to just play your game in silent and let them cast whenever?
I mean,
But-
from a player's perspective, it's always best to just not have to think about all the outside things. You just play the games, right? Like, as well, even today, we played me and Leary, and there was suddenly a 5-minute break because they wanted to play a video on the Google official stream. While me and Leary were sitting there, like, we just want to keep playing, right? So, like, ideally, we would just be able to play the games and then not have to wait for the spec delay to, like, we have an extra minute as well for spec delay. I mean, it's no big deal in general. I'm just saying that from a player's perspective, ideally you get to play as you wish yourself, and you don't have to take into consideration that there is a stream going on and someone is casting, and you always need to make sure that they are in the room, they are that the game is running for them, that they're not able to stream the game for some reason, and all these outside of the game things, if you get what I mean. Because I know there was people don't like that you stream the HD games from recorded games, but honestly, like, if we would have to sit on standby during the whole Saturday or Sunday during the HD tournaments, it would be like potentially 3-4 hours between every game, and we would have to be there just in case the next game might finish because you're going to play next, but you never know. So from a player's perspective, always best to just get to play whenever you want to. But of course, I understand there's more thrill to casting a game live than when you already know that a game is actually over.
Yeah, especially for me, like, I rarely cast Rex, and I did it like on Thursday. I did cast the China Red Bull Cup Rex, and I never got like 100% into it. And today it was Yo against Doubt Live, and I was 100% there. And I don't know if it was because I slept more or because I had the live feeling and I knew the players are playing now, and like it was impossible. Like I didn't want to miss anything. And on the Rex, like I felt a bit of a distance.
Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, of course, as well, like, I sometimes, if Manchester United plays when I'm on football training, for example, and I'll record the game and I'll watch it when I come home, it's not the same. So, I mean, I understand it completely. There's something different when you're actually watching it as it happens.
Yeah. And I'm still curious on how effective that will be for, like, actually all the viewers. Like, am I the only one who needs a live thrill, or is it not important? Because Escape AE is getting enormous viewer numbers, and they are like casting 95% recorded games. So, or like only midweek. Yeah, midweek madness is some live games, but only mine probably. The rest was all casted games. Yeah, probably.
Yeah, but like another benefit is you can just see the production there. Usually, it's very well produced, great graphics and images and everything prepared, and they can do all of that and prepare everything, map images as well, because the games are recorded. They already know what the map is. They already know these things, so they can prepare it. But of course, still it's not live. You know that this probably happened last Tuesday or something, but I think, like, for Escape, it makes sense, and that naturally, without the spectator feature on HD, it makes sense very much. But of course, it's always the whole thing about not being live. like you said, it's not the same kind of. You don't feel the same kind of thrill as usual. But like production, if you think of it as production, providing a good show, good production value, good entertainment, then recorded games much better. If you think about the emotional aspect of a viewer, a caster, a player, then live, of course, is much better.
Yeah, probably. It is tough because it's so much easier with the Rex, but I think it has to be good and live. And it's, yeah, I see that it's ugly for the players. And I know it when I'm organizing my tournament and I have a best of 7 scheduled, and I told you guys, for example, okay, you play the next best of 7. And sometimes you had to wait 1.5 hours, and I really felt bad, but I had no chance of ending the series earlier. And
yeah, but it's different as well. Like when you're a player, you sign up for a tournament, you should be able to offer sacrifice some time as well, because the hosts and the tournament is providing prize money, and I mean they have prize money. They're hosting a tournament for you, and you should follow their rules, and you should adapt to their show, because you're not doing it just so we can play and get the prize money and have fun, right? You're also trying to provide a stream and entertainment from from your side as well, right? So players need to think about that as well. They can't just say fuck the stream because it's affecting us negatively. Always need to take that into account. I mean, without streams and stuff, the tournaments wouldn't be taking place anyway, right? So
yeah, probably. Like it's still so tough. Like in the old days when we didn't have streams and everyone was sitting there and refreshing the page because you knew, okay, they played, and to get the records. And that was just so sick. Unthinkable today.
Yeah, I mean, Age of Empires as well. It's like people are pretty spoiled from a spectator's point of view. Like these days, any random guy in the world can log on to Woobly and spectate the best players in the world playing the game. Yeah. And if they can't spectate, if the best players in the world are playing a game and they can't spectate, they'll be like, "What the fuck? What is this? Why are you guys being such assholes and not letting us spectate?
Yeah,
we have the right to watch your game." Like that's how it feels like some spectators feel. Yeah. So I mean, it's unthinkable in any other competitive game, pretty much. So people are pretty spoiled in general on Woobly.
Yeah, absolutely. And I knew, like, when you had, when was it? I believe, when was it? Was it before WSPG Maldives? I believe so. When you against Jordan just played a random, like, 80 maps or something, like always in the morning, like 8 a.m. till 11 a.m. 5 days a week. Woobly completely froze. No one was playing, and there was like 180 players watching and 120 playing at that time. It was just you completely destroyed Woobly at the time.
Well, I mean, a lot of Age of Empires players prefer to watch rather than play as well.
Yeah,
I think Age of Empires is one of those games as well where there are, I mean, it's so many people enjoy watching it compared to playing it as well. And I think that's like one of the highest ratios in the world when it comes to a video game, where people actually I think a lot of people even prefer to watch than play. A lot of time they log into Google just to watch games. Yeah, and they might play one game here and there, but primarily they watch.
Yeah, I prefer to watch, but not cast it, and not the first 15 minutes. So if like everyone will play like Clash of the Hippo settings, I probably wouldn't play any more games. Because it's just the start is just so slow, and I can't sit that through anymore. And
I can tell from your casts, you just sit and talk to the chat for the first 6-7 minutes of the game.
Yeah, especially on Arena. Like what can I talk about?
Yeah, but then you potentially miss out on a board kill or steal or something like that. That's the thing.
It's not game designing on Arena. Like on Arabia, I will only stop like the first 2 minutes. But on Arena, if we see a board kill, like you normally only hype the board kill because there's nothing else going on and nothing important. So you think like, oh, a board steal, and just try to make it crazy. But honestly, it's only crazy if it's 2 board steals with 1 scout.
Well, someone can lose a villager, someone can have an idle villager. All these things affect the game somewhat. But yeah, I mean, an arena, for example, it's not as game decisive as other maps. So I can see that one.
Yeah, probably if I would cast a Michi tournament, I will only go in at minute 26 or something.
That early?
Well, yeah, you can fast cut at 29 minutes, so the build-up is important there.
Okay.
Yeah, let me answer. I had some questions for the Hippo tournament. I wouldn't restart the game. I would do it in 1 game. Every 20 to 40 minutes, the last one will be eliminated. Like the last one with the lowest points. I kind of watched Elimination of the Hippo 1, and maybe you come up with another idea. And then I had a tricky question: what happens if 2 kings die at the same time? For example, if they're on the same transport ship and get sunk. I would disqualify both players for not playing a competitive game, and would increase the prize money of all further eliminations.
What did you just say now? What was the last question? Sorry, I wasn't
The last question was in relation of the Hippo. If 2 kings get sniped at the same time, for example, if both put their kings on 1 transporter and then delete the transporter. I think it's only possible if you're a teammate, so that's not possible. But if they could have had the option to team up, I would still eliminate both.
Yeah.
Yeah, almost at the same time, Nimino. I will just take the chat, whatever king is sniped first, and this guy will be sniped, will be considered the first one to get sniped.
But that's how likely is that?
Yeah, no. It's impossible. AOC always has an order, like who's first. Yeah.
Never MDL.
Only one is getting out, Nimino. And I will probably do that's a bit hard for me at the moment, doing events, because like the whole Saturday is blocked by escape AoE. They start 15 GMT, which is 7
they do
Sunday, yeah, exactly. Like they're starting 15 GMT, which is 17 or like 5 PM for my time, and they are casting like a solid 6 hours plus, so I can't do anything on Sunday. So now I'm moving my events to Friday, Saturday instead of Saturday, Sunday events.
Are you going to be a part of the Sunday events, by the way? I know you didn't cast anything the last time.
Yeah, well, like I can't because I have poker tournaments last Sunday and this Sunday. But after that, I will probably join. Yeah. Yeah, maybe both died against the same SO shot. Yeah, that's possible.
Yeah, but likely to happen.
Yeah, even then, projectiles of mangonels aren't at the same time. They're just a bit at a different time, and whoever is eliminated first of the AOC will be out of the tournament. Will there be a sub 1800 version of Hippo tournament? Yes. Friday lesser than 1800, $10 a kill. Saturday, the top 8 of the world who sign up, and $40 a kill. Okay, anything else you want to address the world with?
When will you host a saxophone tournament?
I don't. It sounds like as much competition as AOC 1v1 tournaments at the moment for you.
Yeah. What about a music tournament where you have to like perform a song or something?
Only for AOC players.
Single elimination.
Okay.
I mean, I would train like never before for that.
Okay. Maybe I will come up with something that everyone who is signing up for a tournament. Oh, another tournament idea I have. And I can ask you if you want to participate.
Okay.
There will be a Sunday tournament, 4 players, like the top 4 players. Like I would invite like Leary, Slam, Yo or something. Nikov, which I'm not sure if he wants to, Doubt maybe, and it will be just simple A single elimination, best of 5, nothing too fancy. But your names will be blue, red, green, and yellow. So no one knows who they're playing against each other, and the players don't know it. The player don't know it, and the viewers won't know it. I will only tell like those 4 players signed up, and we won't spoil it till the end.
The thing is, the players will know because of ping. No.
Probably.
Do you have some way to remove the ping visible for the? I mean, yeah, I don't know.
Nah, that's not possible.
I don't know how much user patch 1.5 is going to change, but maybe after that could work. Maybe. I mean, on HD, I think I would still tell the difference between Doubt and Nikov, but like Doubt and Leary, I would never be able to tell the difference.
Maybe I do it for Europeans only. Like Doubt, Leary, you.
I mean, yeah, that's an option.
Tato?
That could be fun. Yeah, that could be fun. Well, if there's a tower rush, I'll know it's Tato, but I mean, it sounds fun.
Well, that isn't a bad idea. Like, if the viewers go crazy and like, oh, it's a tower rush, it has to be Tato, and the next game he goes Spearman Rush, and everyone says, no, this has to be Doubt, and the next game he is actually winning a game, he might say, oh, it's actually TheViper.
Not MBL, right? Yeah, but I mean, like, you should do that on. That should be if there was a LAN event somewhere, and there was like spare time. It would be really fun to like host a tournament there, and like have everyone at the LAN play under, like you said, blue, red, yellow, or whatever.
Yeah.
And you would not at all be able to tell who's who. That would be really fun, actually.
Oh. Yeah, ping will be interesting. Change the colors every game.
Yeah.
What? That's not how it works.
Oh, there should be.
They should always play the same color every game.
Yeah.
Well, okay. What else did I want to say? That's something probably would have discussed with Zach. You have no intel on that.
What is it? Tell us.
I can ask you another question first. So you finished Every Game Counts today. How was your overall tournament experience? Like, it's yeah.
Are you talking the tournament now or the balance patch?
Both.
So you want to know my opinion on the balance patch?
And on the tournament, yeah.
And on the tournament. Well, I think, like I said on the interview there as well. I don't know if you heard the winners interview, but I mentioned that I think there's a smaller gap between civs now for sure, and I do like that. But at the same time, I think meso civ, for example, are really nerfed by the fact that crossbows are more expensive, and also eagles are nerfed, and also skirmishers are cheaper to upgrade. I think that's a really big nerf actually to meso civs as well, because they don't have knights. But yeah, I do like the patch. I think a lot of the changes make sense, but I think the problem is that people are so stubborn anyway that I think it will have the same fate as the last tournament, where we have now finished the tournament. Now everyone will stop playing it. That's what I think will happen, unfortunately. But I do agree with a lot of the changes, and I do think they benefit. I mean, the game benefits from those changes. But of course, I haven't tried it out in team game, so I don't know exactly the team game balance. But for 1v1, I think there's a smaller gap between civs, which is good.
The plan for the Nations Cup for a very long time was to play with X-Patch as well, but that didn't come through.
X-Patch? Oh, really?
Yeah.
No, there was talk in the early phases about even doing it on HD, but
oh yeah, that was my dream. That was my dream, and I was so hyped. But that was in like January or something, and I would have so loved it. It would have been so incredibly good if Woobly had the expansions and the Nations Cup would have been held with the expansions. I would have loved it.
Yeah. I would as well. I mean, just like force people to think again, force people to have to come up with new stuff. Right now, it's just like you can just follow the same meta, and that's just everything you need to know. You can just copy whatever they did 3 years ago, and it's still the same meta. With the HD, like there's room for thinking, for improving, coming up with different civ compositions, different army compositions, all these different ways of using new bonuses and new civs, and I would just love to see that happen. But like I said before, unfortunate thing about the Age of the Empires community in general is that they've played this same game now for 15 years, and they don't want. They think the game is perfect as it is, and they don't want to change. But like honestly, the balance. People even complain about the balance on HD edition. I think, sure, there are imbalances, but the Conquerors is also extremely unbalanced.
Yeah.
So I think that's just a silly argument.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I would love to see new stuff, new developments, and I believe the Return of the Kings 2v2 tournament, it just had so much variety with strategies, with players, the teams.
Yeah, that was
I think it didn't have the greatest recs ever, but I felt it had the greatest potential ever.
Yeah, I agree. I would love to see 3v3 as well. But I mean, with the user patch 1.5, they're gonna make it easy to play the expansions on Woobly, right? If I'm not mistaken. With the Wallow Kingdoms or what it's called.
I have no idea.
That's what I heard.
Okay.
So I'm kind of hoping to be able to play team games with HD civs on Woobly once user patch 1.5 is out. I do think the performance on Woobly will still be better, especially for team games. So ideally, you would be able to do that on Woobly, because it's really hard to get like a bunch of good players over to HD to play like a proper team game.
Yeah. Yeah. So would I. But let's see about that.
Team Norway, TheViper MBL and Top 999 fan.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Well, you could maybe take Double Arabia as your home map and has Toplo as a third player, and you would still have a normal start.
Yeah, you're actually right. Well, we would have only one TC in the end anyway. After a while.
Yeah. Best nation team gonna be Brazil or Spain? Okay.
Spain?
Well,
Where are you reading this?
My crazy chat.
Best nation team gonna be Brazil or Spain. Lol. Ban him.
No.
Wait, like, I'm on your channel, right? I can ban him.
Yeah, you are.
I'm not gonna ban him though. I'm nice. Hey, Kappa in Decay, prove that you're a sub to my channel, or else you're banned.
Oh, I love when my chat is explaining my jokes.
You have to explain your jokes?
Yeah. Yeah, Tom, we kind of went over that before.
Is now I answer questions from chat?
Yeah, we can open like ask us questions, guys. Memp will not play. I talked to him today.
Why? Is he just gonna focus on casting, or?
I believe so, yeah. But okay. Yeah.
By the way, you need to tell me whenever you're casting, because I'm gonna cast all those games as well. Take your viewers.
You want to cast the Germany record, like Germany games?
No, I mean whenever you're gonna cast, so I can take your viewers.
Okay, yeah. That makes sense.
No,
yeah, I will cast every game.
Oh shit. Well, I'll cast Germany and I'll focus on your play. See what up.
Okay. I think I will be. I might get in shape for it.
Sounds good.
But we'll see.
I think it will be very fun though. 3v3 as well. So many competitive teams because of it. And yeah, you don't see. I mean, all team game tournaments last couple of years have been 4v4 as well. 3v3 is kind of gonna spice things up again, I feel. We'll
probably
see.
Yeah, if Germany didn't have like 4 equally strong players, I probably would have said like, yeah, 3v3 is better. Or if I had no motivation to play myself. But
well, with Jordan you guys will do well. won't you?
What are you talking about, John? Do you want to have the chats being spammed again by is Jordan coming back? You said something on Niddy's channel yesterday. Jordan.
What if I'm not joking?
Oh, but if you're not joking. I will send him a message now. Should I send him a message now or in an hour? I heard he really...
I mean, he's definitely asleep now, so... I don't know if he'll answer to you.
Yeah.
Do you think he considers you a close enough friend to be worthy of a reply?
I would be very surprised.
Okay. Well, you can try.
Oh, I will try. Okay.
Maybe I'm just playing a game here to get people hyped and disappointed.
Yeah. Is he coming to Cologne?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he will be there as a player.
As a player. Will you go even if you don't qualify?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I will, regardless.
Okay. Yeah, sounds
of course,
reasonable.
I'm hoping to qualify, but
let's see.
I have a little bit. I'm a little bit scared because I think I might miss out on 2 of the qualifiers because
is the format already out?
I think there will be 4 qualifiers.
Wait, is it announced?
No, it's not announced. It's just like they're talking about it.
I'm not sure if you should talk about it.
Oh, I mean, even it was talked about on another stream as well the other day. But fine, I won't mention anything.
I have no idea.
I mean,
sometimes I mix up what posts are internal and what are external.
No, but it's not anything big revealing anyway. I'm just saying that there will be qualifiers, which everyone already knows.
Yeah. Okay.
Not a big deal. Anyway,
let me
it's not even confirmed. But I think yeah. Well, we can stop talking about it just in case. But I'm pretty sure.
Let me see what's internal, what's external here. Rules and setting. And okay, only the announcement that there will be a LAN.
I mean, everything I've said is that I might miss out on a qualifier. That's all I've said, guys. Relax.
Oh, we will see. But yeah.
The format isn't even confirmed. I just heard like latest.
Yeah.
Robo spoke a little bit with me about what it might be. Asked my opinion. What's the best time to play and stuff like that.
Okay, that's a good question.
But he even asked that as well on AOC Zone in a poll about like what time is best to play for Europeans.
Yeah, on Fridays. Yeah. I was heavily against the format he was suggesting. So we'll see about that. So that's a good question. I will answer as well. Who do you think in an actual fight would be the strongest AOC player?
What? Who in an actual fight would be the strongest AOC player?
No. What? Yeah, I did it wrong. What AOC player would be the strongest in an actual fight?
That's a good question. So from every player in the world?
Yeah, like from all the AOC players we know.
Well, you'd have to go for the big guys, I guess.
It depends. Like Daut is, I think he would be super bad.
Yeah, he's like tall and pretends to be scary, but he's like a cute little panda bear inside, so no hope for him.
It depends on, is it rules? Like if it's completely no rules, then you have to go for the aggressive guys.
What's that game, Hunger's game? Is it like that where you have to run around on an island, or
no?
Are we just
I believe like
in a ring here where we go and punch each other?
I would say ring. Let's first do a ring, no rules and no weapons, and second one is like a ring MMA rules.
Okay, so first was no rules, but in a ring.
Yeah, and no weapons. Yeah.
Is everyone thrown in there at the same time, or is it like if we were playing?
No. In a heads up, who would be the best heads up fighter? Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I've heard
not an
is pretty big. I don't know if he's like strong or like that, but I know for sure. Moonlight.
Oh yeah, he was ripped. He was ripped.
No doubt.
Damn, that's so true. The question is he a good fighter? Because if you only got like the muscles, you sometimes cannot really move.
He has like one of those next level belts in a certain fighting sport as well.
Okay. So it's Moonlight. SY Moonlight for you guys. We might have a
good shout as well.
Isn't he a policeman? So he has to be trained, right?
Yeah. I mean, he will. He's also fit.
Okay.
Just let me see that photo. Introduce yourself on AOC Zone. I mean, Eddie's Instagram.
Okay.
Let me see. Introduce yourself, AOC Zone. I stopped checking that a million years ago because it's turned into Eddie's Instagram.
Yeah.
But like if you open that topic, I'll send you a link in Skype. Like Dreams started it.
MBL is going to Police Academy? You mean like he's going to watch the movie Police Academy, right? That's the only thing that I could think of him. Doubt just joined. Doubt just joined.
Oh, is he here?
He could join as well.
Where is Doubt?
Does any Brazilian know BJJ? I don't think so. They weren't really talking deep stuff.
Why are you talking about Doubt?
Doubt, he's my Twitch chat just said Doubt joined the channel.
Oh, you have like an alert?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm never.
Doubt just started watching. Well, yeah, actually, most of the time you're starting to talk yourself, yeah. And I'm not sure if we are friends. It's only if we are friends.
Oh,
so
right.
Maybe I should add you now.
Okay, cool. See if I accept.
Oh, red carpet for Doubt. There he is. Doubt, you could join us in TeamSpeak if you want to. We were talking
about who would win in a real fight, and we both agreed definitely not you. So
no, there's no chance. T90 is somewhat ripped, but I don't see him as a fighter.
I see him. I guess he's ripped, but he's not like big, strong. Ripped.
Yeah,
he's just
ripped, that's true.
Right?
Yeah, and he fights like under 72 kilos or something, so he has no chance against a big guy.
And he's also a little bit of a wuss, so.
Yeah, probably.
But did you see the link I sent you?
No. Let me see again.
James would probably be up there.
Oh boy! Yeah, that's so true.
But I still think Moonlight. I mean, Moonlight is Chinese as well, right? He's
wow,
like
that's sick. Dreams.
Yeah. So yeah. I don't know.
Oh boy.
I would still say Moonlight, probably Moonlight.
Yeah.
Who are the future talent of AoE for you, Viper? Naomi. She has the fastest fingers, like she says.
That was Streams, guys.
Channel. That's no so jealous that he's not a part of this talk show.
Well, we even invited him.
That we're in the Tyrant channel. You're welcome.
Yeah. Password is hippo123. Oh no, I spoiled. You need to change it now. Okay, and MMA fight, we have no idea if anyone has anything, right? Like, I know that Shine would be a beast, but I think he didn't really wouldn't get into the anger mode enough.
Yeah.
But
I think Moonlight would still win any type of like that fight like that. But I don't know when it comes to like if it was like Hunger Games, then it's more cleverness as well.
Yeah.
But in the just like straight up fight, 1v1, no walls, no balls, then probably I would say Moonlight. He has like a private studio at his home. He has a private trainer, coach, living at his home.
Yeah.
Pretty solid.
Yeah. Okay, more questions, guys. Will there be an AOC calendar photo shoot in AOC LAN in Cologne? Would buy the fuck out of that. No. What if we had something like chess boxing, MMA, AOC? No. In German LAN, we have, we call it Backsperiment. Everyone needs to drink. Like we have, I believe, O2 glasses of beer. And every time you want to build a house or research a tech, you need to drink one of those beers. So very common strategy is like drink 2, go to pop 15, drink 1, go feudal age, drink 1, build 5 archers and try to kill your enemy. Because you drank like 0.8 liters of beer earlier than the other guys could advance to feudal age. And that's pretty dicey.
Who's there to fill up the glass or the cup?
There you have to go to a station, and someone is standing there.
Oh, okay.
And then we have like a beamer at the wall, and you see like the amount of pop they freed for themselves, or if they choose attack. So you see like nearly on the wall, pop 15. You see Pedro on the wall, pop 10 and 1 tag, and like going loom is super expansive. Like that's super tough. So you normally go for feudal age. And yeah, we even have some videos, and I still have some racks of that. Maybe we'll cast them someday. Because it's like you're getting raided while not at the PC and such.
Yeah, that sounds really fun actually.
And yeah, we had pretty good fun with that. And we had even some rules where you had to drink 3 of them to start. And I believe we had other, like, all we had, like, you had to drink one to continue to play for 3 minutes and such. So we had different over the years. I don't remember them all too well. Obviously, I played in all of them, but didn't win any of them. Like Germans and drinking, it's like half of us were puking in Dark Age. Yeah. It's really, really intense.
That sounds really fun though.
Yeah, we really enjoyed it. And yeah, I believe the next one will be in some weeks even. We look at the schedule. Indeed, 4 more weeks. We will have the next LAN. And it's so funny. Like all the NT guys. Germany.
Where?
I don't exactly know actually. Most of the time it's central Germany. Okay. And yeah.
I'll visit once, join in.
Yeah, maybe we can do that some days before the Eurolan. Some days in Cologne.
Like, we know
everyone is coming, right? I have holidays.
Yeah, I mean, me and Doubt are going for sure, and I also think Wack is coming from the US.
Yeah, Robo's coming, T90 is coming, obviously Zero Empires, me, Shine is living in Cologne, so I think we could get some epic stuff done.
I really hope people, well, I don't know, I mean, the actual LAN is only 1 day for Age of Empires, right?
Yeah.
But I really hope people come early, and we could, like, there's one, I know Zach made an Escape AoE a channel on his Discord where people are kind of grouping up, but like I hope there's a WhatsApp channel or something where everyone that's going can join in. So like if people go there earlier, and we're like, I want to go like spend a week in Germany, or maybe not a week, but at least like 4 or 5 days maybe.
I believe Tito T90 is coming for 3 weeks or something. I believe Tito is coming as well.
3 weeks?
Yeah, he is like making a whole Euro trip for himself. Like he's going.
But he's not going to Germany for 3 weeks, right?
I believe he wants to see at least 2 soccer games, how he called it, and wants to work around that he sees a Munich game. So he might need to travel to Munich, then over to like Bayern Munich.
Yeah, I know, but I'm not sure if he's going to be able to do that in early August.
Yeah, then he needs to stay a week longer or something.
Yeah, I mean, Munich, they start. I don't know have they even started Bundesliga? Late August.
I have no idea. I couldn't care less. So
yeah, but I mean, like he might struggle to find a game that fits that early.
Yeah, well, we'll see. Believe Germany. I have no idea when they start, honestly. But the series ends now, so the season. It isn't a longer break than 2 months, right?
Yeah, I mean, but Bundesliga has like Premier League, for example, starts in early August, and then it ends in middle or late May. And Bundesliga has like less matches as well, and you also have a winter break. So I'm not sure actually when it starts.
German winter break is longer than the British one, for example.
But they don't have a winter break.
Okay, that makes sense. Aren't they playing on the 25th even?
They
I believe so, right?
26th.
26th, okay.
Boxing Day.
Okay, 18th of August it starts.
Really?
Someone looked it up.
Really?
Yeah.
Must
So
have been later
that
this year.
I believe it's 26th of August that the LAN is. So he might see the first or the third playing day. Might be good for him.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Maybe we can get a schedule for him out.
Yeah. Munich, Jordan lives like 10-minute drive from the arena of Munich.
So does Skiddle. Yeah.
Maybe I'll join.
Yeah.
I really want to go to that stadium as well. Allianz Arena, as it's called.
Yeah. Well, we can make a big trip. I have, as I said, I have holidays and I have like not much to do.
I know people that don't even enjoy soccer or football, as I would call it. They also like to go and experience like the atmosphere in the stadium and stuff like that, and just hang out, right? Even though they don't enjoy football. So I mean, like the closer we get, the more we're gonna know exactly who's gonna be there. But I need to figure out exactly when WEC would arrive and all this stuff because I want to be there for a couple of days at least.
Yeah.
Both, I don't know if it's smart to be there before the LAN. Might be a little bit hungover.
Yeah, but I believe my school is starting at Monday again. Let me take a look at the calendar.
Okay. Yeah, well, actually, if I'm not a player, if I don't qualify, then
only Thursday. So I have even 3 days after the LAN.
Okay, cool.
So that's good for me as well.
Yeah. Yeah, but I think it will be a great time.
Yeah, but seriously, like Flo said, if you want to have the best atmosphere in a stadium, Munich isn't the best probably because they have like a lot of random tourists. Then we should go like to Dortmund or Schalke. I think they have the best
atmosphere. You need to go to like the
Liverpool
in England or no.
Yeah,
God no.
Well,
are you high?
No. I was living like 8 years to a second league stadium next to my police station that I lived at, and they have like second league and they have like 18 to 24,000 every game. It's like the biggest, by far biggest viewer count for every second league in all Europe, I believe.
That's pretty awesome.
It's amazing, and everyone around this stadium is big fans of it. So
yeah, that's cool. Oh, I see. Tom03 says St. Pauli.
Exactly. That's it. Yeah.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Because they have a Norwegian player there on loan right now. One of my favorite players. And but he's on loan. I think he's returning now. So I like St. Pauli. I watched a few of their games actually just because of that. So there you go.
Seriously. Okay.
My favorite German team actually. just because of that.
Yeah, I was living 200 meters away from that stadium.
Oh, that's really cool.
And I actually had like my table soccer training in that stadium.
Table soccer? Okay.
Yeah, I was having like 1 year training of table soccer in that. Yeah.
Still, you were so bad in Maldives?
Did we play?
No.
No.
You played against who though? You played against, I think.
Table soccer?
Played against Jordan as well. Didn't you? We went to that table tennis room. Oh, table soccer? Like
table tennis. Table tennis is something else.
Okay. Yeah, I was thinking.
No, table soccer.
I was thinking table tennis. Never mind. My bad.
Yeah.
Oh, but they had football as well, didn't they?
Yeah, but like if you are like playing on a high level, it's like it's like if I give you AOC without a mouse pad and with like a mouse with a ball still in it and a keyboard with only like 8 keys, and then I would say like I thought you were good at AOC.
Well, I would still own everyone with that. I played without a mouse pad for years, man.
Okay.
No, but I get what you mean.
Okay. Yeah, like
But
you're
also,
getting.
also it was 2v2 down there, right? So you always had a teammate.
Well,
drag it
I
down.
actually am better at 2v2, but I still can't remember that we played. But yeah, that was like one of the most intense times ever for me. Like 8 days a day, 8 days in a row, only sleeping 2 hours a night.
8 days a
And
day.
8 days in a row, I want to say, yeah. And we're sleeping together with like the mates and such on the island. It was so ridiculous.
For table soccer, that's you don't have people. Haven't heard of many people who actually takes lessons in table soccer and like goes for training for table soccer and stuff like that.
Yeah, but I'm a
pretty
big nerd,
interesting.
so yeah. And one of the most craziest things I ever went to training is curling.
Curling, oh, that's
Yeah.
actually I never played it before, but actually I really want to try that. Seems
If you
interesting.
If you come to Germany, we can arrange that.
Sure. I mean, Norway is pretty good in curling, so I've caught a few games here and there.
Yeah, it's very strategic. I actually enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah, but I don't know like how long does it take to get used to how much power you should give and how much spin and stuff like that.
Like an hour. The
Okay.
spin is pretty easy. The distances, well, after you did throw like 20, you can somewhat regulate it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah, pretty nice stuff. Did we have more questions in the chat?
I think there were. Whenever we asked for questions, there were a couple of questions, but we always got off topic.
Answered one.
Yeah. We answered one, then we started talking about something else.
Well, that's what happens in late night grassDauting.
Exactly.
What's a grass story? You care to tell again?
I don't even know if I remember it myself anymore. So many different stories going and legends about the grass. But it was pretty straightforward. Me and Tim had kind of a feud back in the day. Tim, a Chinese player. And I don't know if this actually happened before or after the best of 21. Was it as a result of the best of 21? Maybe? I don't know. But anyway,
your story.
He got angry for some reason, and he was trying to Google Translate something, and it came out as grassing your sister or something like that. And the whole community and everyone around it liked it a lot and started using grass everywhere. So started using grass instead of words like fuck or kill or whatever. And yeah, that just stuck around. Like now, I think a lot of those who was around for that time isn't here anymore. So like the grass thing is kind of dead meme, you can say at this point. But I mean, it's too late to switch it for my channel now.
Yeah. We can still reactivate it. Maybe we can get... Does anyone know how Tim looks in real life?
I do. He streams. I can
Anyone
show you.
except
I have a YouTube
you?
video.
No, don't. Maybe we get a guy who looks Chinese to come to the real land and insult you. And we just do a random interview, like me interviewing Zero Empires and... Okay, so how did you come up with the idea of... And then a Chinese guy, the camera switches over, like zoom. I grabbed your sister! and you go, no! And Jordan jumps in front of you to save you. And yeah, then we could reactivate.
Lame, but that sounds perfect.
Well, could reactivate your grass emote.
Yeah, true. All about the clickbait? No.
Clickbait.
Grass bait.
Fame bait. Yeah.
Yeah, fame bait. Yeah. Yeah, sure. A little bit racist as well, but fine.
What are we doing? Twitch streamers.
Yeah.
Yeah. I believe there are more racist streamers than the two of us.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, now serious question. How would you nerf the Indians? That's after the last Sunday. Like it seems like some Indians won some games. Nidhi, how do you think, how imbi are Indians? What are your thoughts on the Indians at the moment?
Are you asking me now?
Yeah.
Indians are overpowered. They are way too strong, I think.
Okay, why? And how would you change them?
They have a great bonus, and their bonus with the cheap villagers is great. They also have camels are pretty much just as good as knights and paladin even. I mean, even the Imperial camel is like insane. It beats everything. And yeah, I mean, you can do you can open with doing a scout build, for example, is super easy because of the bonus. Going skirms. I mean, it's so stable and strong economy wise that you can always react to everything. I feel like, and you also are like opening Castle Age to. You have decent monks, you have decent siege, you have a decent unique unit in certain cases. Like, it's just so well rounded, and it has an answer to everything. I feel like, and yeah, it's so easy to pull ahead and boom with the Civ bonus.
Okay, and what do you think is a reasonable change for them?
I think their camel needs to be looked at a little bit. It's too strong. It's too strong. And also, you could make the villager bonus slightly more expensive. Right now, it's like 5 food, 10 food, 15 food. And I think that's too much. Make it like 3 food, 6 food, 10 food, or something like that. Then it will be probably better.
Okay.
Yeah, that's just my opinion.
Yeah, makes sense. Like,
there are other civs as well. Like, I think meso civs in general are very nerfed in HD. I don't think Mayans Aztecs are as strong anymore.
Yeah, but agreed.
I think like Burmese, very strong 1-1. I think Britons as well actually is very strong in 1-1 right now.
How strong are the melee still?
Tons to some degree. What?
How strong are the melee still with 80% now? Tech advantage?
They're shit.
Why?
They have the upgrade time doesn't give you enough with their tech tree. You don't have bloodlines. Their elephants are bad. You do get arbalest and that stuff, but still they don't have any eco bonus outside of the uptime. And I think Malay are good on water though. I think they're good on water, and they're also good if you want to throw a curveball and try to just force out errors of your opponent. But they're not like a safe, solid civ choice anymore, in my opinion.
Okay.
With the 100%, I mean, it's not that big of a difference from 100 to 80. But I felt like at the 100%, they were just so goddamn strong. But now with 80%, yeah, I think Sishin did a good job not over nerfing it.
Yeah, I was surprised. I was crying out for 50%.
Yeah,
but it seems like 80% was enough. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I think Malay aren't on land anymore. They're not good, but water, they're still one of the top tier civs, I would say.
Okay, so now we had all the big tournaments with 4v4, and now we're getting into the next big Nations Cup with 3v3s. What do you expect the big changes will be? How will the games change in general?
That's a good question, actually. I don't know the settings, though. You said there would be some settings with civ bans and stuff like that. So
yeah, I will search them for you.
That will definitely impact how it plays out, but I'm a little bit worried as well. Like, the pocket civilization can be so decisive here in 3v3.
Yeah.
If there's like one bloodline civ and 2 non-bloodline civs, and then the bloodline civ gets pocket on one team and not on the other, that's such a big bonus or advantage for the bloodlines pocket team. So
okay, I did send it to you on Skype.
Okay.
And let me see if I can show it on the screen as well. So we have group stage. Oh, actually that fits pretty well. So starting off with Arabia, no Mayans, no Mongols, 3v3.
Where are you reading? Is it under
group stage? You have to. It's match settings.
Okay. Oh yeah, I see it now. Gold League group stage.
Yeah, see Gold League group stage. Yep. Indeed, I believe that's what most people want to look at.
No Mayans and Mongols.
Yeah. It will be switched around, I believe.
Yeah.
Then home map, and losing team chooses out of those maps.
Oh, so you can't choose any map either. You're getting limited.
Yeah.
Interesting. I like that. I like that.
And map cannot
means
be
you
repeated
can't
from
just-
2 and 3. Yeah.
You can't just prepare one home map. You have to like have.
No, home map is
different
free,
things.
and game number 4 is limited.
Oh, right. Never mind. I'm getting tired. That's it. But yeah, I like it.
How do you
how will
think
play
it
out?
changes from 4v4 to 3v3?
Well, like I said earlier, 4v4 is like 2 times 2v2s mostly, at least for a certain part of the game. But 3v3, like the pocket will have to play on both sides. We'll always have to adapt to how one side is doing. If one side is like totally dominating and doing really well, then most likely he will be playing 1v2, which he usually can do in that case if he's already dominating. So then it's the pocket on that team would be going to the other side and 2v1ing on that side again. So I think we'll see a lot of. It's going to be very dynamic, I feel. Of course, it depends how much people will wall steal and stuff like that, how aggressive people play with the nerves to HP and stuff on the walls. Will be interesting to see, but yeah. It's kind of hard to tell right now. I haven't played any games with these settings or anything, so we'll see.
Let's take a look. Winner bracket quarterfinals. Actually, only best of 5. That's very minimal, right? And yeah, indeed,
Quarterfinal, yeah.
But
they should change. It's 3v3 as well. They can't afford to do a best of 7 there. If it was a 4v4, then it's with 4v4 you can add scheduling problems. You can add an hour, 2 hours to each set. But with 3v3, it's much more fluent. They should really make that a best of 7, in my opinion. It's like as well. Like your quarterfinals, you're in the money, right? And let me see the money.
Yeah,
prices.
I believe so as well.
Yeah, and then there's suddenly like $300 gap between 8th to 6th. No, that's $600. And there's
it's only top 8.
6th. Yeah, there's $1,000 from 6th to 5th again.
I thought it was top 16.
No, it's top 8 who gets prizes.
Oh, that's so much worse for Germany now. Oh, that's not even worth participating. Well, isn't there something?
Don't you have ambitions to get? I mean, even if you got top 16, it would be really small prizes anyway at the bottom or lower.
I'm only playing this game for the money.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think the prize distribution is fine.
Yeah, it makes sense. Makes sense.
I like it. It's like if you have a team of 4 or 5 and you win $200, $50 each. Sure. Buy a pizza in Norway. You're in minus. But yeah, I definitely think they should look at making the quarterfinal best of 7. After all, it's potentially over $1,000 difference in the prize money. Even more. Yeah, because like if you lose that, you can potentially end 8th and you cannot get 4th, and that's like $2,500 difference dollars.
No, it's still double elimination.
Oh, right. Well, actually, with like I said, we're getting tired. But yeah, with double elimination, then I guess best of 5 is fine. How is it the loser bracket though? Best of 5 still? I guess with double elimination, it's not too bad. Yeah, I don't mind best of 5 then with double elimination.
Okay. Pizza is $50 in Norway. More, if you listen correctly.
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, if you order pizza that they bring it home to you, then you usually end up paying like $50.
Sick.
If you drinks as well and a big pizza.
Sick. I think I can get one over here for like 11 euros. A big pizza with delivery. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sick.
Well, actually, what's the dollar right now? 8. Actually, okay, that's a little bit too much. Like, say $40 at least.
Sick.
The dollar is pretty strong right now.
Yeah. I think I gave like $160 to Stark after the last elimination of the Hippo. And he said like, what? I won $160? And he was like, that's 20 pizzas.
What?
Yeah.
Insane.
So, yeah, he was more happy with it. But maybe he was talking about not Norwegian delivery pizzas.
Yeah, I highly doubt it.
Okay, Smarty says, please answer my genuine question. How far away is the closest pizza place to Viper?
Oh, where I live,
Yeah.
we don't really have a pizza place here. We have one fast food place only, but they make like pizza, burgers, whatever. But you can't make them bring you. You have to go there and pick it up yourself.
Okay. That's
like
sick.
that pizza would cost like $25. $25, yeah.
Sick. Are you like planning to live in that town for long? Or do you want to move out?
It's very convenient at the moment. I mean, like everything is closed, right? Football training, the stores, everything is closed, and also I still have a younger brother, right? I do enjoy watching him grow up, following his football games and stuff like that.
How old is he?
He is 11 right now.
Okay, that's sweet.
So yeah, so like I do like, I mean, keeping up with that and everything. So if I was to move away from the town, I would see him like just a few times a year, pretty much, and that's, you know, it's fun to watch your smaller brothers like that grow up.
Probably.
Be a part of their youth and also teach them how to pick up the ladies, you know. As you know, I have great success with that.
Yes, I know, but I thought I wasn't allowed to talk about it.
Yeah, you're not.
Yeah.
Hopefully Doubt's not here still.
And tell differently.
Yeah.
Teach them valuable
life skills. Correct. That's it.
The
Naomi's, yes.
I missed you last Sunday, cheering me on. Like the last Poker Deep Run, you were the guy in the front really pushing me and spamming all the emotes. And last Sunday, I missed you.
I went to sleep like 2 or 3 a.m. that night, but I watched you on the iPad while I was like in bed.
Okay.
And I like after like 2 hours of watching, I just couldn't bother trying to sleep anymore, so I just got up on the computer again.
Yeah, that was sweet.
that was fun.
Yeah.
Close.
So close.
So salty after you lost.
Yeah, well, I really felt like I could make the big catch there. Yeah.
Yeah, well, it always sucks because you're like so close to like big money, right? And you end up with only, in quotes, what was it, like 12K or something like that?
Yeah, 14 and a half, I believe, something like that, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like it's still a very good profit, but of course, it could have been so much more. That's the whole disappointment part.
Yeah. Smarty's asking, which AOC player is the best with the ladies?
A good question. Not Doubt, for sure.
We had a sick nerd crew, right? There in China.
I don't know. I mean, the Brazilian guys.
I think Fire is good with the ladies. He doesn't have like.
I would call it good.
Like the rest is worse. Like I would expect Doubt super bad. You probably bad. Reagan bad. Robo bad.
With girls is what I would say. So he's the most. He's
living the rich attitude.
Yeah, I mean he's like how to say?
No, sorry. No. I have proof videos how good how well you're doing with girls. So yeah.
Who?
Nimino is in the chat.
Oh, Nimino.
So, yeah. Well, he could have gotten both of those Chinese chicks. I'm not sure why he didn't go for that.
He knows who they really like, though. He knows what they said on that spin the bottle thing.
Yeah, I think Loija is a horrible human being, but I think he has like some how can I call this?
No, Loisa, dude. No.
Sure. Okay. Then I'll stop here. Okay, the rest. Slam. I think he isn't bad looking. He's charming.
Slam is very shy, though.
Yeah, that's a big problem. Like he could have so much. He has one of the most potentials out of all of us, I would say.
Yeah, you can say that. Fit as well.
Yeah.
Rio does well once he's drunk.
That makes sense.
He does. Yeah, he doesn't. He loses a little bit of his what's the word? I guess everyone loses a little bit of their guard then.
Oh, okay.
But, yeah. I don't
Slam is a big flirter in Twitch chat.
Twitch chat, you can't talk about it. That is different.
Yeah.
We've experienced everyone in person.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And now, after I saw the pictures, probably dreams, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, we'll never know. I believe Eddie is doing well with the ladies, right? I think so. From his
Instagram, yes.
Yeah, according to his Instagram, he's doing very well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I believe Eddie is probably top up there. Yeah.
Well, I could also post every picture I take with a lady and pretend, but you never know. But yeah, it could be.
Okay, you have so many sisters.
I have one. I guess they would discover it after a while. See through it. What is Eddie's Instagram? It's the introduce yourself topic on AOC Zone.
just sitting on AOC Zone. Yeah. Okay.
Vampires is good with the ladies.
Well, he has a long-term girlfriend now.
Oh, so. You know who's good with the ladies? Gene is.
Oh, that's something.
Or at least if all his stories are true. But I'm pretty sure Gene does well. He's very good at like convos with girls, I think.
Okay.
Just like making them interested and stuff like that. From what I got from when I was close with Gene and we talked a lot, he seemed like he was very good on that part. Fire is engaged but still a player. Damn right.
Okay. I think Callan.
Maybe they're engaged.
Callan is doing well with the ladies, but I think he wouldn't talk about it that much. But I'm not 100% sure. I think he isn't really knowing it, but I might be over interpreting.
No, wait.
Interpreting. Yeah.
Yeah. What?
Yeah. Into it. Right. Yeah.
We're tired, guys. Relax.
Yeah. Oh, seriously, 4 a.m. at my place. So.
Yeah.
Callan has a lady. Yeah. So then I would say the last 5 questions, or like let's make the last 6 questions, 3 for everyone. So guys, now in the question, always say @Nearford or @Viper, and we have to answer the questions. Or no, we don't have to, but we will try to. So to Nearford, ask Viper what does he think about Rotterdam is the #1 player in the world. Okay, next question.
Well done, wasting a question, man.
Well, I didn't really ask that. I only read it out and that was dumb. Yeah, next time I will read the question first. What did you call Odette an outpost? Not really getting that one.
Because the guy wrote, MBL is good with outposts.
Top tips in every game counts tournament. I didn't follow, so I can't tell you. Oh god, we can't answer the questions properly here. Does Viper think that Norway has more chances in Nations Cup now that it's 3v3? Yes, you'd think so.
Yes. It is for me. No, I actually tagged you. Never mind.
Yeah. Something football related, and we're still here tomorrow. Like seriously, how do you think the chances are against Ajax? When is it? Is it this Wednesday?
Oh, it's on. Yeah.
Oh,
I think we have good chances. Yeah, I'm positive.
I think so as
It'll
well.
be fun.
What odds will I get when I want to bet on Ajax against you?
Against me?
Yeah.
I'll give you 3 times.
3 times?
Yeah, 3 times the money you put in if they win.
Ooh.
3-1.
Ooh.
Also, Nimino, how is Heron doing? Wasn't it Heron? Wait, well, let me just. Wasn't it Heron? No, I might be. No, it is, right? It's Heron. You have Odegaard now, right?
Like winning in 90 minutes or like winning the cup.
Winning the cup.
Okay. 3-1.
Well, you're a gambler, right? Somewhat. Poker player at least. And you're ignoring every question in the chat.
I will take that 3-1.
You will? How much are you willing to bet?
Yeah, whatever money you have or you can borrow.
You would put that much in?
3-1.
I'm down for that.
Okay, yeah, give me a number.
You give me a number.
Okay, then let's do your $60 to my $20.
I was like thinking like 500, 1,000.
That would be 500 to 1.5k, right?
Yeah. Yeah, we can do like
we can do 50 to $150.
Yeah, 50
okay.
to 150. I'm down for that.
So my $50 against your 150. I take Ajax, and you take Norway. Norway. Menu.
Yeah. Okay. Shake hands.
Oh, shake hands on stream.
Well, everyone in the stream, you're victims.
Okay. And loser pays. Victims? Oh no, losers. No. Witnesses.
Yeah, witnesses. Yeah.
Okay, and we will have victims as well. Yeah. Okay. Not sure, but I will lose my Twitch license now for illegal gambling. Okay.
So again, we ignored every question in the chat.
Yeah. Okay. No. I have them still here. What's your opinions on the Incas? MBL loves them, right?
Does he?
Yeah, he played them every time against me when we practiced.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that, but Incas. Interesting, Civ. I don't think they're like top tier or good, but they're okay, I guess.
Okay. When is the H World Championship? What?
2 years ago.
Yeah, at the Maldives, exactly October 2015. Yeah. Go in time travel. Yeah. Question for Viper: top 3 civs in every game's count patch. So balance patch.
Well, it's hard to answer without taking maps into consideration. I mean, okay, let's use Arabia. Huns. Yeah. Maybe Celts? I know we didn't see Celts much. Okay, let me do 5 cities for ECG. Huns, Celts, Byzantines, Britons, Mayans. There you go. Well, land maps or Arabia type maps.
Okay, how long would it take for a 1600 HD player to get on Viper's level, assuming playing 40 hours a week? Heavily depends on how talented you are. It is absolutely possible that you will never reach that level.
Yeah,
If
it depends
you're
on how long you live.
Yeah, if you are like as talented as a Viper and have a good like trading spirit, you can do it in like, I would say, 1.5 to 2 years. If you're the most talented player ever, I believe like in 3/4 of a year is possible, but very, very unlikely. It's more likely that you will never reach this level in your lifetime.
The thing with Age of Empires is that the learning curve is so steep, right? There's so many things that you can't just snap your fingers and you know it, right? There are so many things you have to actually experience.
Yeah.
And it's also like, I think Age of Empires is one of the games where decision making is like the most important skill of all, because there's so many different things you have to react to, not panic, and make the right decisions and right units in the right moment. And those are things it takes a long time to get good at and experience that.
Yeah, true. Tanifa, is AOC still just a hobby for the pro player streamers, or can they actually live out of it? Some could live out of it. I believe there's only, I would say at the moment, 2 players which are, or 2 streamers which are doing that only. And maybe some Chinese could live off of it or are living off it. So if you want to go for it, better try to find something else. But you can make solid dollar out of it if you're like top 5 streamers or like top 1 player.
In China, they have I think most players there, like Lix, Yo, Lovechang, Tim. These guys are all streaming because they have contracts with Panda TV or Douyu TV, and they actually make decent money there. They have contracts worth. I don't know if I should say numbers exactly, but I know Yo had $1,000 a month guaranteed based off if he streams. Was it 40 hours a month on that, and then he gets bonus depending on viewers. And if he streams more, I think they're also like a cap of $60 where it gets another 500 or more, $1,000 more. I don't know, but they have like contracts like that. Versus in Twitch, for example, there's like you make what you gain from your viewers, kind of. While in China, there's like a market for competition from the streaming sites where they sign contracts with players instead and streamers.
That's
well,
pretty
Twitch,
sweet.
You have to like do the work yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, they
Like,
have way bigger numbers, yeah.
Yeah, I almost signed a contract with Douyu TV because it was very tempting.
Yeah.
I could get up to $1,500 for streaming 40 hours, and then 60 hours would be $2,500, I think it was. And like if I streamed even more than that, I could pass up to $3,500, and that's not counting donations and stuff like that. But when I started out trying it just to see how it went, it was so demotivating because I wasn't able to communicate with viewers, right, or interact with the chat or anything. That was like, it killed me. That's the whole thing, what I enjoy about streaming. And yeah, I just wasn't able to do it. So in China, I had to get them to tell. I had to get Helene to translate to the Douyu TV manager that I was not able. I couldn't do it. And he said he understood it, so that was cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
it was really tempting because that's a lot of money for just streaming.
Yeah, for sure. But I believe, like, at least for me, most of the enjoyment of streaming, and for you as well, is like really interacting with the chat.
Yeah, that's everything. Like, even if I don't, I mean, I enjoy playing Age still, of course, but like there are moments where, I mean, there are periods where you're not that much into the game, but like the whole streaming thing has kind of given it a whole rebirth for me. It's just sometimes it doesn't even feel like I'm playing Age of Empires. It feels like I'm just streaming, right? And that's so much more fun for me. Like I pretty much don't play Age of Empires unless I'm streaming or practicing or playing a tournament these days.
Yeah, neither am I. Neely, are you a Manchester United fan? No. Viper,
Yes, he is.
do you care about improvement on
Never.
AOC graphics?
But listen, Neely, first of all, since you don't have a team, you don't follow football, just take upon yourself the glory road of Manchester United, okay? From now on, you are a Manchester United fan, okay?
Well, I'm a big Mourinho fan.
Yeah, there we go. Perfect match.
And even before Manchester United. And now after you... I actually love how your relationship with Man U is, because you are a fan for a very long time. Even if they play bad, you really feel it. You support the players. It integrates in your real life, and I think you're one of the fans I value the most. So actually, I started to sympathize more with Manchester United since I learned about you.
See, there we go. I'm actually sitting in my Mkhitaryan shirt right now.
Yeah, what do you expect? What shirt am I wearing?
Well, I know you wear the grassed out pyramid shirt.
Yeah, and what trousers am I wearing?
You have trousers as well? With AOC related theme?
No, somewhat.
Okay. I need to wait for the stream delay to see what you're showing. Go on. Hippo pants. No, that's hippo pants. Yeah. Nice. Well done.
Thanks. Okay, Viper, do you care about improvements on AOC graphics?
If I care?
Yeah.
Oh. What? What? Why on my channel or what? Or the game?
It's a game, AOC graphics.
Oh,
yeah.
No, they're fine.
Yeah. Okay. Neither, have you ever bought anything stupid or crazy with poker winnings? Yes. Everyone on your stream, are your victims, grassDauting? Viper, you're better in chess than MBL.
Well, it's about using your brain. I hardly doubt I would lose to him in chess.
Question for Viper: how long would it take for a 1600? I did ask that question. Who is the person doing the most of AOC community? That's a tough question.
I think it depends on how you look at it, right?
Yeah.
People contribute in different ways. You could say that I'm contributing by playing the game and streaming all the time. I wouldn't call that like doing work for the community, because I'm reaping a lot of benefits myself for that. But if you would ask that 2.5 years ago, I would say tough, for example.
Probably. Like, you have to mention like all the big streamers. Like, you have to mention everyone behind Steam, Woobly. Yeah. It's so tough. Like, if we do top 30, then we could give you a better answer than like to name one person.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people contribute in different ways, but yeah, like the user patch was like a revelation for the game. I think that's one of the most important contributions made to Age of Empires in recent history. So you got it, like they say in chat, Scripter, definitely got to give him a lot of credit. Like
how
the
can
spectator feature itself, it's just 5 years ago it was like spectating, like mind blown.
I know. I was the first guy ever actually streaming a tournament on Twitch, like Age of Empires, and that was the best of 21 Rio. What am I talking about? Chris against Doubt, and it was me and Dreams actually going, and like I was watching Chris, and Dreams was watching Doubt. Like we co-op took the same color. And I still had the option to click everything. And yeah, I was just talking to it, and then was like, oh, Chris is up. Dreams, how far is Doubt? Oh yeah, he's clicking up now as well. And Chris is now building scouts. Yeah, I can see Doubt is going for archers. And it was so scrappy.
Yeah.
And that was like 2009-ish, I would say.
9?
Yeah.
Chris Against Out? No, that was the one sponsored by Tyrant. Tyrant sponsor threw in 5,000. No, that's wrong.
No, it was $500 each, exactly, yeah.
Yeah, but that was when Doubt was in Tyrant, so it was later than 2009.
Okay. Like, internet was still super bad. Twitch was really small.
Yeah,
but maybe it was a bit later, but okay.
It was later than 2009, because I was a top player at that time, and I did not play in 2009. I practiced with Doubt for the games as well, if I'm not mistaken.
Zero, Resonance, and TheViper seem to bring the most viewers. Resonance? Not really sure about that. I believe T90, for example, has more viewers than Resonance, right?
I don't know. Resonance usually streams at really bad hours for me, so I don't really see how much number he has and stuff like that.
Okay.
I don't know.
It's nearly studying.
I mean, there's different audiences as well for different channels as well. But I think Zero for a long time brought in the most viewers. Also, his escape events. Well, that's a big team there now, but those events bring in the most viewers, I think.
Yeah. Thanks as well. It's nearly starting. I thought I heard him talking about school earlier. I'm a school teacher. Do most other games these days support spectating? Yes. Like every competitive game has a spectating function. Like Age of Empires is so far behind because it's way too old. Question for the wider. What do you really think about MBL and his AoE skills?
I think he has good mechanics. He's a quick player. But I think he struggles with decision making, and I think he's very stubborn in certain areas of his game. Like, I think he's way too committed to making towers and skirms. I see it way too often in his games. Even in situations where he shouldn't be going skirms, I think he's had like a couple of good experiences with skirms, and he kind of feels like they are a very good unit and suits him because of that. But skirms in general aren't they are a defensive unit, right? They're not the unit you yeah, it's kind of hard to explain, but I think he's way too stubborn on a certain playstyle now and then. Also, I don't know if he still lames as much. I don't watch his streams too much, but like, I think honestly the whole focus on laming from him for a long time actually hurt his game more than it benefited. So I don't know, but he's by all means he's a good player. He has potential, and hopefully we can guide him a little bit during this Nations Cup as well.
Okay, so if for example you have a 1600 player now for Nations Cup, will you still sign up to 3 of you?
What do you mean?
If you have like a 1600 Norwegian player for the Nations Cup.
MBL and 1600, you mean?
Yeah.
I'll probably sign up, but I would probably just stream then and have fun. With Sletten now and me and MBL, it's probably going to be a little bit more serious. I probably won't stream my own point of view while playing. I'll let you guys get the viewers. And I'll probably try to think a little bit about strategies and civs and prepare a little bit. Because with 3v3, and if we get Sletten in a decent shape again, then suddenly there might be possibilities.
Okay. Makes sense.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, I think the chat is running somewhat out of questions, and I believe it's a reasonable time to end the first ever late night grassDauting.
So soon?
Well, I can come up with questions.
We only went for like 2. How long have we done this now?
I have no idea. I felt like I haven't answered a single question truthfully yet.
Tell us more about the Euroland qualification.
Well, you will read something pretty soon.
Okay.
Since it's happening pretty soon, and
yeah. It's happening in July, right?
We will see. I have no idea.
Yeah. Well, whatever.
Nearly, how did you feel after the poker hand? I still had a lot of chips. Half an hour later, I was second in chips and lost 2 more all-ins. I was super focused and didn't care too much. I was super in the zone. Best talk of the Empire so far. Is it allowed to say how much money one does earn from Twitch? Well, I believe it's pretty much known that you earn something between $2.50 and $3 from every subscription. You can Google how much you get for AdWords and the viewers. Just take in the fact that like only 10 to 20% of all your viewers are not using ad blocks. And you have to track donations on your own. I think during my 40-hour stream, I had like $700 in donations. On a normal day, I get like $5. Maybe TheViper wants to just give us his numbers.
It's okay.
Okay. So I think you're allowed to do it. Yeah, a lot of people are tracking their subscriptions and donations. So, what are you feeling?
I did have a donation like a counter during my 24-hour stream. I think I hit like a little bit over $3,000 just in donations. So that was pretty cool. But yeah, I usually have like an end stream kind of thing where I show like today's donations, today's bits, today's subs. So I guess people could do the math then, but yeah, I mean, and I see one about Prime subs as well. I think Prime subs is awesome because they give exactly the amount you're supposed to get, while other subs can vary a little bit depending on payment method and something else. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but Prime subs almost give the exact amount, while other subs can vary.
What's the difference between donating via the like donation button compared to bits?
Are you asking me or?
Yeah, is it? I'm asking you. Yeah.
Well, with bits will be more expensive for the giver, the viewer who gives.
Oh, why?
Because you buy bits through Twitch, and it's things like, say you buy 1,000 bits. I think that's like $10, but you pay like maybe $13-14 for it.
Oh, okay.
So, but yeah, so you get more with donations. But like for me personally, well, actually, it doesn't really matter for me. I have to pay tax from it anyway.
Okay.
It's like a certain amount of donations I could get before I have to tax from it. So like ideally, bits would have been good for me, but I'm already past that mark, I think, or I'm going to pass anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah.
What are the best ways of benefiting so that we get the most? I believe PayPal in the currency we have.
Yeah.
Like, I pay major taxes when I give money to you. Like the last time I donated, what did I donate? I believe your money against Slam?
Yeah, probably.
And for what did you get? Like, was it $100 or something? And I had to pay like $6.50 on top or something? It felt really a lot.
But you take that from our money, right? You shouldn't have expenses.
I take what? No. I always paid on top.
What?
Yeah, don't sure. If I guarantee $100 to you, I won't give you like 93.
Why? I mean, like people understand that there's a tax and cost for sending money, so it's no big deal. Just it's $7.
Yeah, well, Yeah, but still, it's $7 for me as well.
I mean, you're the one who put the show match together. You're the one who's giving us the prices. You shouldn't have expenses on top of that.
Well, then I could have
thinking.
guaranteed you like $93 for first.
But just guarantee $100 and say there might be deductions.
I know.
Taxing reasons.
I know that there will be like tax fees every time. Like it's very rare. I believe like there it's weird. Like I didn't have to pay any to back tea or something. Like so, I still don't understand the method there.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, I mean, like PayPal does take a fee, and like I when I got the bigger prices from Google and stuff like that, I always asked if TAF could send it like through a bank transfer because it would save so much money on that. So I mean, PayPal, I guess.
Well, that's the lucky thing with Stout and me. We always pay each other on stars now.
You and Stout?
Yeah. So more like he's paying in my direction.
Fair enough.
Yeah. And once I gave too much money to Leary, so every time he wins money now, I'm just not paying it, and it just reduces the money he would need to pay me back. So,
but you gave him too much? How did you pull that off?
Yeah, it didn't show up as sent, so I sent it again, and then it showed up oh, you sent it twice. And it was a Clash of the Hippo with like over 1k prize pool, so I did send him like 170 euros twice or something.
What if he never wins anything ever again?
Then he will have a happy 14th birthday.
If I was him, I would 14th. Yeah.
No, quit AOC. You'll never get as ahead.
I would stop signing up for Hippo tournaments.
Yeah, probably. Well, I'm still trying to get him to get a German citizenship for Nations Cup. Let's see how that works. Yeah.
Well, with Leary and Jordan, you're gonna have a really good team.
Yeah. Me as a coach, and Elkla and Bender coming back as well.
Yeah, why not? We're gonna bring Fletcher back for the Nations Cup as well. I think Fletcher was his name.
Fletcher! Storm Fletcher! Yeah. I didn't even know that you know this.
No, he wrote to me some years back when I became good. Wasn't
like Ecstasy Norwegian as well?
I have never heard of him.
Storm Ecstasy?
I don't know. I just know Storm Fletcher contacted me on Facebook a few years back. And I was just like, hey, cool to see that you're doing so well, like stuff like that. Okay. I used to be really good back in the day, known as Storm Fletcher. That's pretty cool.
Indeed, yeah, he was very good. He was like top 15 for sure at this time.
Yeah, I think it was like 2K4 or something like that.
No, probably. I did read something reasonable in the chat. Is it worse if all your viewers uninstall adblock? Well, yeah, especially for like TheViper, it would make huge differences. Like with his numbers, suddenly from like if you have like 1k viewers and you only get AdWords for like 100 of them, and and instead you get from 1k just 10 times the money from AdWords.
It's almost worth it for me to even play ads still, because it will actually be quite a bit every month, but I feel like ads still bring, every time I play ads, the viewership drops like 200 viewers, and I don't like to see that. So
you play ads and your viewership drops?
I used to play, like there was in December to January last year, or this year, or last year, they had this thing where you got 50% more on ads for the remainder of the year. So I figured, okay, that seems pretty solid. So I'm just gonna try and play ads and see how much I get. And it was actually quite a bit. So, but then again, I don't like to see ads either. Of course, no one likes ads, but of course,
yeah. Well,
it could be very beneficial.
I had like before Twitch changed their like when they're like sending in the ads, I had like 5 or 6 channels where I had ad block off to support the channels, and always would watch through some ads. For example, Liquipedia. Every time I watch over Liquipedia, or like will be official and such. But since they always play the ad when you start the stream, then I had to switch it off for everyone.
Yeah,
for every
that's
stream.
the problem.
That was
That's the
too
problem.
annoying. Yeah.
Yeah. If they would not play ads automatically, then I don't know. It's like that's the also some streamers have auto ads, so they play ads automatically every 30 minutes or something like that.
Yeah, that's
And
so
that's
bad.
like terrible. And also
Yeah.
there's been streams I've watched where they actually even play ads in the middle of a game. Like when I play ads, I make sure that I do nothing on my stream because I don't want anyone to miss anything, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, still I see viewership dropping 200, 300 viewers when I play ads, and that's kind of sad. Normally between games you drop like 100, 200 viewers anyway, but then you play ads on top of that, then it's even worse. But like in general, I can tell you. I don't know. Am I allowed to tell you the ad revenue numbers?
I have no idea. I have no problem with you telling me.
Well, okay, I can say. Okay, Friday, May 19th, this Friday. I didn't play a single ad myself or anything, but I still got $9 in ad revenue. So if I play ads, I'll probably make like, say, $30 every stream or something like that, just on ads. And of course, that would be beneficial for me. But at the same time, I don't want to drive people away from the channel because there's too many ads and stuff like that. Because those people watching the ads are actually supporting your channel. That's the shame about it all, right? Because those who are using adblock are the ones reaping the benefits, and those are the guys who aren't supporting your channel. I mean, there are other ways with like subscribing and donating and stuff like that. So I use adblock myself, so I don't blame. Like, don't get this as like me hating on adblock users. I use adblock myself. I'm like really adblocking the shit out of Nilford's channel here. So, but like I have whitelisted YouTubers I like, for example, and stuff like that. But yeah, you get where I'm coming from. Is that's the problem with adblock, is that if you play ads, you're not really hurting them. They're choosing to not have adblock to support your channel. So I don't know.
Yeah, it is ugly. For example, I hate loots. I think I will never add loots on my channel. I think it's so disturbing.
I did have loots for a while because I actually made a decent amount of money from it, but
okay.
Because I made sure it fit with my screen, right? But then I got started getting emails from their don't know his name or what his role was, but he kept sending me emails every time I streamed because I didn't have the image box as big as they wanted it, and I answered them, sorry, it's too big. Like my viewers will complain if it's too big. It's covering like important parts of the game and stuff like that. And then they replied like, yeah, we understand that. We're gonna fix other models in the future, but please, can you just we're running an advert, a special ad these 2 weeks. Can you please just use it for 2 weeks and stuff like that? So actually that has nothing to do with the story, but yeah, I don't like loots either. I did it because it seemed like a good thing, like you could support someone for free, which is great.
Yeah,
but yeah,
I like the idea behind it.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, it was too big. It was too big. The images are too big. They cover up 1/4 of your screen almost, and you don't want that to happen in the middle of a game.
Okay.
But of course, anyone using loots, by all means, it's as long as you feel like it's worth it, then
they should do it for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, what do you think about the football player Chicharito?
Oh, I love him. I'm so sad he left. Who's asking?
Someone in the chat. It was Malam Madrid 211. I think he is a sub of yours. Or at least I saw him in a lot of AOC channels.
Yeah, well, he was, I don't know if you know who he is, Javier Hernandez. He plays for Leverkusen right now.
Yeah, I know him. And he played for Real Madrid before.
Yeah, and he also played for Manchester United. I mean, he wasn't on loan to Real Madrid.
Okay, now the trick question, what does Chicharito mean?
It's like little P or something.
Okay, yeah, I got it. Indeed, yeah.
Not like P as in. Oh wait, no.
Yeah, I know. No, it's called P. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's the nickname. But yeah, I really liked him. Clever little footballer, goalie, goal scoring machine. So yeah, I really like him. Also, like seems like one of those down to earth, really nice human beings as well.
Okay, what are the YouTubers that you are whitelisting?
Is there an easy way to see that? I know I've whitelisted T90s, Your Empires, Doubts channel, whitelisted.
My channel, I will hope.
Yes, of course.
Did you know that I have a YouTube channel?
I never watched. I don't watch it anyway, so.
Oh, I have a nice
I
category that you would like. I have fail of the day.
Fail of the day.
Yeah, some of them are pretty good.
Yeah, but you told me that like you were gonna use when I was in Germany to really get all the viewers on YouTube. You know, you told me that when I returned. So, but I was posting a lot while I was away still. So.
Ah, yeah, I said that. Yeah.
But yeah, else I don't know if you know Video Game Donkey. I think he has fun videos. Also H3 Productions, Barbecue Turkman, Resonance. I don't really watch too many of the Age of Empires videos though. I sometimes click just to give them a view or something like that. But yeah.
Okay.
That's about it.
Should Ferguson have let Usain Bolt play for Manchester United at least one game? No.
Apparently, I broke my non-disclosure agreement by talking about our revenue. So you're gonna have to delete your VOD of this, else I'm gonna get banned.
Feels bad, man. Less competition. Oh, so many more sub emotes for me.
Rip.
Let me think. Then I can get grassDauting since I have the HD version now. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah,
nearly sellout. Everyone knows that you just made up numbers, so.
Yeah. I mean, I was just joking, guys. Relax. Just a prank. Don't make me stream on YouTube, please.
Or do you? Yeah. Okay, what are questions that you always wanted to ask me?
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
A question I've always wanted to ask you? What if there are none?
It's possible. Makes me a bit sad, but I mean, it's possible.
Yeah, but I mean...
we have such an open relationship, you always felt free to ask me anything.
I mean, yeah, exactly, and I already know everything about you. We're so close.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, how do you like my new sub emote? If it would show up. Someone just sub, but it didn't show.
Sub alert, you mean?
Sub alert, yeah.
Yeah, well, you need to tell Octagonal D that first time subs need to refresh their page to share their sub for the alert to show up.
I don't have to, because I got one in the show to tell exactly that to my new subs.
You got what?
Look at it.
Oh. Okay, let's see.
I guess I have to sub here now that Viper is being banned.
Rip, guys. Let's see. There's sound. Wait, I need to turn on sound. Nice. Very speedy, fast hippo there.
Yeah, pretty happy with it as well.
Yeah, solid. I'll have to stream on Douyu. Oh my god, rip.
That would be so bad. The good days. Finally, Mamp and I, 1K viewers each, without any hosts. What? Everyone thinks I would be good because there aren't any good streamers anymore. MBL, suddenly everyone could think that MBL is actually good.
Well, guys.
That would be scary. Oh no, Slam is still there. Okay.
Yeah, but he doesn't stream at good EU hours.
Yeah.
So half of the world would be debated into thinking. And be like,
yeah, that would be so sick.
Can't have that.
Yeah, so true. So I will delete the VOD.
Yeah, better. Or at least edit it out if you post on YouTube. There's still doubt. Oh, you're right. That's why doubt doesn't go on these talk shows, just so he doesn't fuck up. Like I did right now. I'm actually not sure. I wonder if someone actually reported me. I wonder if there would actually be consequences.
Let's find out.
No, let's not. I'm just thinking out loud. I wonder what would actually happen.
Okay. It might be the first ever time that I will be editing a video before uploading. Normally I will only cut like a first and the end and just uploaded it. And if I had like 20 minutes of downtime in between games, I hope, okay, if you watch it, just click it through. I'm just too lazy to edit all the stuff. I really need a guy for that.
Yeah, no, it's fine. You can just upload it. It should be fine.
Message a guy to make sure.
Well, I have contacts. I have like the partnership manager of Twitch is sub and follower on my channel.
Hello.
Hello.
Isn't that Nero or something? Nemo?
No, it's
Neo?
not him.
Okay.
Oh wait, maybe it's him. Maybe it's I don't know.
Okay.
Anyway, Doubt was struggling so much getting his sub button and everything.
Yeah, what was going on there?
I have no idea. They kept trying, and I was just like, fuck it, I'll ask my guy on Twitter, just send him a DM, see what happens. And he said, okay, yeah, tell Doubt to send me an email, and bam, day after, sub button and everything.
Sick. I was waiting endless amount of times as well, right? I had the confirmation, and then they pulled it back and such, and I was actually doing like my 40-hour stream, and actually set it back 1 week more, because I wanted to make sure.
Yeah,
and it still took endless amount of times. It's
Did you get
disturbing.
It in time, though, for the 40-hour?
No.
Oh, you didn't? Oh.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah, I believe would have been a lot. But
yeah, you would have gotten like 7 subs.
Yeah, I would have been super happy with 7. I would have went for 4.
Yeah. I mean, subs, every sub is
special to me.
Out. Yeah. That's what I say about all my 650 subs. I remember everyone.
Okay, how many subs do you think you could mention?
Oh, that's tough. It's when you're put at the spot like that, you can't think of anyone.
Okay, if I gave you like if I could give you like 15 minutes, do you think you could name 50?
Probably, but not at this current state of mind.
Okay.
I mean, I like whenever I see a nickname in chat, I always remember them. But like, if you were to put me on the spot, like, okay, mention 50 subs, it would be so hard.
Okay.
But I always feel bad as well with that, because
yeah,
like you wanna
I do as well.
Really value every sub and everything, and then suddenly there's a sub that someone resubscribes for 3 months, and I'm like, I don't remember you, but like and that's the mean part, because they're supporting your channel and everything.
Yeah. But so I have 4 months subscription on your channel, and I can still send you a message. What message do you want me to send? Subscribe message.
Something about doubt sucking or something would be.
That's approved. Your greatest pleasure. Okay.
Yeah. Or you can give me compliments on my saxophone skills. I don't get too much of that, so.
You want me to lie on you on stream? Okay.
Dude, I have feelings.
That's new. Okay, it's funny that Smarty's actually waiting here, and you're basically only giving her name.
Well, because I saw her in chat.
Yeah. Ah, okay.
I know she's subbed, so. Doubt sucking is his greatest pleasure. Yeah.
I might ask you, Gold Rush, what nationality good?
Yeah, Celts apparently.
Yeah.
I think Yo picked Celts against Doubt as well on Gold Rush, right?
Yeah, and
You got caught
against
a part of that.
Lux. Yeah.
Yeah, because Lux told me to play as Celts.
Yeah, and Yo picked it, yeah.
That was weird. Did Joe win the Celts game though against Lux?
Against Lux? No.
No. So what did he do? What was his argument for going Celts? He's like man at arms forward aggression or something?
Yeah, lots of skirms and then skirms and knights. But I honestly can't remember correctly. I remember some parts out of the game. I'm not sure if he won in the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's weird regardless. Celts.
Yeah. I think he won Gold Rush, yeah.
Okay. Well, he won 4-1 against Lux, right? So might be. What I asked Doubt? What did he say in the score without Neo?
I didn't ask him. I wanted to do a pre and post interview, but we were so tight because like I did set Yo against Doubt like 2 weeks ago, and Ruby Official is just scheduling your game or you're scheduling your game like 2 hours after that. So that I was pretty pissed about that. And then
relax. Not my fault. I was just asked, does 16 GMT Saturday work for you? And I was like, yeah, sure.
And you couldn't say like, oh, Nilly is streaming a best of 9 there.
I didn't know you were streaming that, man. How was I supposed to know?
You could have asked.
We were going to have a. Okay. Dal told me he was going to play a show match with Yo. Someday soon, but I didn't know exactly.
So I'm luckily could move it 1 hour earlier, but we had it at 3:03, and yeah, then your game started. And I lost a solid 25% of viewers as well. And a lot of people came there, and Miguel is asking, Miguel is messaging me, maybe it's time to change the topic in all caps. I'm almost crying. Miguel, my dear, what is going on? So, okay. I'm apparently still hosting a game, Gladiators of the Arena, Miguel and Eddie against Hard and Leary. Which they lost 4-3. Oh, it's a very special question for you in the chat. You can answer.
Which one? The most recent one?
Yeah.
Is there a chance that Jordan 23 is going to return to AOC? What are you thinking about Tato and his playstyle, especially with HD expansions? Well, like I've told Nilford now, Jordan is going to come back for Nations Cup.
Confirmed?
About Tato, I don't know. I haven't played too much with Tato on HD, right? But you can tell that he's played a lot of
best of 15. Didn't you play best of 15 or did someone smurf?
Yeah. Sorry. I tend to forget these easy wins.
Okay.
But I don't know. That's a little bit different though. That was before the most recent. Oh, was it? No, it was with Asia Riders. I'm wrong. I'm tired. Tato, I mean, you can tell that he experiments and thinks about strategies and stuff, and that he's played a lot of HD. So you can tell that from his playstyle as well, because he tries to use the HD bonuses and new things with the HD expansions. Outside of that, I wouldn't say that his playstyle is that special on HD. He likes to play aggressive if he can, but he also plays standard meta strategies. So
I feel like he improved on Arabia maps, like the very Tato, like this very simple drush into Archer Skirm into like Mangonel crossbow. I felt like he always was trying to play something tricky around that, like a year ago or like 1.5 years ago, and now he plays more the straightforward meta and is got so much better in it, I feel.
Are you talking AOC as well now, or just HD?
Mainly HD, but I think AOC the same, yeah.
I know in AOC, like he was doing like, I think in the Maldives qualifiers, or I think he was playing like Japanese or Celts on Arabia against Aztecs.
Okay.
And I mean, I appreciate and I applaud the effort of trying to be innovative and stuff like that, but yeah, I don't know.
Oh no, that's what I said. Like 1.5 years ago to change to now. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I agree with that. He's become a better player, you can say, and he dares to trust his own skill more.
Yeah.
Than always trying to come up with these crazy strategies and stuff like that. Yeah. But he still plays not according to meta. He still tries to be tricky and do special things still and try to be creative. He's just that type of player that no matter what, in the end, he still tries to be potential. Not potential. I read potential in the chat, so I said potential. Try to be creative. And I mean, that's one of his attributes, I guess. Creativity, you can say. So you gotta applaud that. A lot of players just copy and follow metagame and just play like that. And as long as they have decent skill, decent mechanics to back it up, then that's often enough. But Tato is a little bit of an out of the box player, so we need a couple of those as well. So that's good.
Yeah, thanks as well. Okay, then I feel like you can wrap it up with your final thoughts and your final ideas, and maybe you can give us a list what we can talk about in the next late night grassDauting.
Give you a list. We can talk about Miguel's rise to fame. To get Miguel on as a guest, and we can talk about Miguel's life in Age of Empires. That's my suggestion.
Okay. Let's do another 6 questions. Okay, no. Speed round. Play the sax. It's the last question.
At 5 a.m., I don't think so.
Neely will sit on the bed? Never.
Neil is the captain still. Even if Jordan would be there.
Probably more now than when Jordan was there, yeah.
I mean, how many Nations Cup? How many have there been now? It's only been... There's like, been 2, right?
No. There have been more.
But like recent times. By recent times, I mean...
recent times, like probably 2,
7 years. 2. And did Jordan play both? Or did he only play one of them? I know he played one early on. But he didn't play the last one, right?
I think he only played one, yeah. And
how did Germany do then?
We lost.
Play with him then?
Yeah, but it was elimination bracket. I think we lost to VNSA. Jordan was playing seriously. Bender was playing his first games, and I was playing while traveling with the 13-inch laptop. And I actually did get a bore of Jordan. Because we were so super close together in one game, and I lost like.
Stole a ball from him?
Yeah, I took a ball from him, and I had no overview with the 30-inch, and I believe I died at like minute 24 on Regicide Fortress. Like Spanish flank did build 8 conquistadors, didn't kill a single villager, so that wasn't very entertaining games.
Yeah, can imagine.
Yeah, so we lost that. Very like 2 of our people couldn't do it, and I said I couldn't do it, but yeah, I had a laptop and was technically able to play, so yeah, that wasn't really useful.
We did the same when Jordan was in the US. He played on a laptop in the 2v2 tournament final. We played against VNS, Bacti and Yellow, but we owned them 4-0, so I don't know.
Okay.
A little different end to the story there.
Yeah. Feels bad, man.
Feels good, man.
Well, okay. Then I feel like it's good time to call it a night.
You can tell me your most recent sub.
Well, he has to refresh first and then press on share.
But yeah,
Rio Dash.
It's a famous guy as well.
How famous is he? Rio Dash?
He's pretty famous. Well, depends what you count as famous, but he's an esports host for Riot Games, I think. Riot or I think it's Riot.
Oh,
if I'm not mistaken.
Sick.
That's cool. Like I spoke about him on my stream as well the other day. I don't mean to shout him out every time I see him in chat though. So sorry for that, Riot Dash.
Well, isn't that what everyone is doing with Wagamama? Since like, oh god, he's hosting 6k viewers to us. Whenever he's in the chat, everyone is trying to be so friendly with him to just grab a host of him as well.
Yeah, kind of. I guess so. Well, I just recently realized as well. But I think it's pretty cool that we have people from these more popular modern games as well being a part of this. Well, joining in and actually enjoying Age of Empires.
It obviously helps us so much as well because like it's incredible how many copies of Age of Empires actually were sold, and every guy in their 20s that I'm meeting, like at any weird space, and like we're going to small talk, what are you doing with your life? I'm playing Age of Empires 12 hours a day. And what? Age of Empires? I've played this game when I was a young boy as well. And it's like the reaction I get like 90% of the time. So like most of people actually play this game, but no one knows that there's still a place to play. There's actually people casting this, actually people playing this for money. And so it helps us so much more to just get out there again because it's still very small.
Yeah. I mean, compared to other, I mean, I don't think Age of Empires would ever be a proper esport.
No, no chance.
With mechanics and old, outdated mechanics, but I mean, it's still like one of the. It's a game that kind of never grows old, you know, because I mean, it's quite amazing actually that it's played this day it's like this and Brood War are like the only RTS that are still played after such a long time, and the balance, how balanced it is considering that it is 20 years old, is
that's pretty good.
Mind-blowing.
Honestly, like there are some techs which are never researched, but like 1 year ago I was trying to came up with a list like what are the 3 least used units, and it was really tough. Probably like a Scorpion, but after that you have to go into the like unique techs. Or unique units. Like Berserkers are bad, but if you are Vikings, you like to build Berserkers. Tarkans aren't that great, but since you play Hunts a lot, you all go for them to troll quite a bit. So it's shockingly with how different this game is set up, how still it's so viable on so many levels.
Yeah, I mean, look at not Age of Empires, StarCraft. You have 3 civs, you can say, 3 races. And they're all different, so of course it's really hard to balance that as well. But Age of Empires, so many different civilizations, so many different options to place. Of course, there are much more similarities between the civs, but you have the unique thing with team bonuses and unique units and like different tech trees for every single civ. And like I said, the fact that it's still so balanced, you can say, is pretty amazing.
Yeah. So thanks a lot, Riot Dash, for your kind words and for your support, obviously, as well. And for your love for Age of Empires, you're probably at the 15th best channel to share your love for Age of Empires.
Top 30 at least. Top
30 channel of Age of Empires. And I think it really, like the 8th time I'm trying to wrap up the stream, I'm a bit more stubborn this time. And
so soon?
Yeah, so soon. Oh,
any more questions, guys?
No more questions? Maybe to distract me? To ask you about what you think about Pogba?
Yeah, really? Was there really a question about that?
No.
Yeah,
I only would know that it would get us started again.
Yeah, that would not be good.
Yeah,
talk a lot about Pogba.
Quite some time, yeah, and about how actual like the
here we go again.
What was it? The doctors trying to heal the knee of Ibrahimovic said after that's just bullshit. Okay.
Yeah. It's the agent said it just to get attention.
Ah, sweet. Okay. Will you play me for nothing? No, I won't. Okay, guys. Then I feel like
so soon.
I will say some small AOC outro, and you can decide who we host.
Can I decide? Is Naomi streaming?
You can post the link in the chat, and I will host someone. So thank you so much for innovating this new. Is it a talk show or is it just like?
Well, it's a late night talk show
thing.
Late night grassDauting.
The late night grassDauting. Let's not come up with different names.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah, it feels right, and very luckily I have 1 week of holidays, so to recover from that, and yeah, guys, hear you pretty soon, and yeah, Naomi. Yeah, not or. You have to tell me. But yeah, we can.
They're like Frosted.
Okay.
Like I think Carlini donated like $3,000 to Frosted Caribou the other day, and she started crying on stream as well. That was pretty fun.
It's a grill.
Seems like a chill grill.
Okay.
And then you have Naomi.
A chill grill. Maybe I should come over and say, "Hey, I'm 2.1K on Boobly."
You can try. Go for it. I want to see that. Show everyone. You know, we talked about how good we were with girls earlier. Let's see Milford in his prime.
I think I became not too bad, but I think my Twitch game, not sure how good I'm at that. So I'll probably avoid it and we'll just host Mamp and we'll spam some Kappa Prides.
No, you need to host one of them now. I want to see it before I go to bed.
Okay. Then no outro song. So who shall I host?
One of them. You can choose.
Okay, Naomi was like very aggressive last time, so I will go for Frost, and we'll tell her, "Hi, I'm 2.1K on Boobly."
Yeah, do
it.
And you need to add a winky face.
No, I will do the hi guys.
But you need to like
all the winky
follow
face.
it up with kind of a little bit of a flirty message.
Okay.
Kinda. You can't just say.
Okay.
Yeah, but you need to host her first, and then so.
Well, we should come up with something now, right?
Okay. Guys, help us. We're just nerds here. Here we go. This is why we pull in the ladies left and right. Aye.
Oh god. Oh. That was intense.
Are you okay?
Okay. Well, what no, normally I'm 2.1K on Boobly is a panty dropper. I've never needed to say more.
Well, you can try that, but you need to add like a winky face at the end. You can start with "Hey guys" and then add a winky face like at the end, just to like.
Okay.
Hey.
Or message me if you want to know more.
Message me for private coach, private one-on-one lessons.
Like for private coaching. No, that's like.
Well, we're stalling too much now. Let's go. I want to see it.
For private. Intel.
Just wing it.
Okay. Okay. I will wing it and we'll come up with something.
Yeah.
Okay. Guys, go over there and wing me a bit. Like, yeah, I'm very nervous. I'm not sure if I've ever been that nervous in my life. Like 135 people now will come over. It will show that I would have hosted for 250. What again? What's going on?
What? Do you have a Twitter?
No.
Oh, shit.
Should I do one?
Should have done like DM me winky face or something like that. But you don't have Twitter, so rip.
Feels bad, man.
Yeah.
All
right, we're ready.
Okay, let's go. Whew.